We're going to get this going. I don't know who I'm rooting for, but...
Cortez, because you won. You won this one, buddy.
Name something your parents ask about every time they see you.
Kids. Your well-being. Your sexual life.
No.
What was it?
Are we kids like your grades? Are we like how?
Yeah, who are we?
I can't give no hints.
Name something your parents ask about every time they see you.
Every time they see you.
How are you? How are you doing? How have you been? Work?
Do they?
How's work?
I don't know. These might be good
I
parents.
was about to say, shit.
Like, damn, mama.
Name
What
someone
about my life? Fuck work. I've been fired. I've been gone for 2 months, mama.
No, damn well I don't work there no more.
Right.
Name someone you wouldn't want to see nude.
My mama.
Your grandma.
It's kind of sick that you came up with that so fast.
Psh.
Like usually you would say, like Jennifer Aniston. All right. Let me see. What do you call someone who is careful with money?
Frugal.
Careful with money?
Careful with money.
Oh, I know this one. Careful with money.
You don't know this.
I do know this one. Stable.
No.
Suitable.
Stingy.
Cheap.
Cheap.
That was good. Why would I think of that?
I was about to say frugal.
I would have got it.
number
I would have
five
got it if you'd have
answer.
said stingy.
That was.
That was good.
Name a part of you that looks different when you're sick.
My nose. My eyes.
That
My
sounds
face. My body.
No.
My toe.
Why would your body look?
I could have lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But that ain't it.
My eyes.
Name a part of you that looks different when you're sick.
I would think that too. Like your eyes would be puffy, your nose.
Skin is number one. Name a fruit that's
Trash.
delicious to
Skin.
eat but hard to break into.
Pineapple.
Coconut.
Really?
Pineapple was number 2.
Coconut is trash.
Oh, even though
Coconut is a...
I've
that's
never
another
ate
story.
coconut, though.
Name something you shouldn't do when a cop pulls you over.
Get out the car.
Everything, nigga. Don't do shit.
Be black.
You black everything.
Yeah,
but
Be black.
everything, right. Nigga, when you get pulled over today, just don't be black. You may live, man.
What is it?
drive away. Y'all supposed to try to answer them.
we
did.
We can't relate. We just can't relate.
After a week of camping, what luxury of home are you most excited to
toilet.
have
Bed.
again?
The toilet.
Your bed.
The toilet.
I really don't care why shit. Name something that's hard to guess.
Hold on.
I was joking.
Okay, I was to say.
I don't even like sitting at work.
Okay, but listen though, like now you gotta add. No, don't stop it. Just let that shit keep rolling.
I ain't stopping.
All right, so check it out. So, would you rather not have a bed or not have a toilet stool in your house?
Oh, in the house,
Yeah,
did not have a
Like, you
not
don't
have a
got-
bed.
No furniture. I mean, like you don't got no furniture, no nothing.
Now you gotta have a toilet.
Right. You gotta have a
I'm
toilet.
not paying
Right?
no rent and leave out the motherfucking
Why would number one not be the toilet? Like you could make a good ass bed. You can make a good ass pallet out that motherfucker's camping. You can't make no good ass toilet, nigga.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't sleep on floors of any kind. So
I have. Don't get me wrong.
But
My
you don't
bed was
shit
on the floor
any
here.
floors of any kind either.
listen, people were shitting without toilets. My nigga.
Exactly.
But they
But
had.
you will shit, but it would be the most uncomfortable shit you
Listen, niggas was shitting out without toilets for a long time, but they was cutting up animals to make a soft ass pallet, my nigga. So,
Name a cartoon movie that makes you cry even as an adult.
Lion King.
Number 2.
Ooh. A cartoon that makes you cry even as an adult.
Yes.
Sleeping Beauty.
No.
Cinderella.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's number 6.
Damn.
Fox and the Hound was a good one.
Bambi was the number 1 answer. Name.
Oh, yes. Bambi was a good one.
Oh, 1956, Bambi? It ain't came out since 1956. Nobody even know
Has
who
it
the
been
fuck
that long?
Bambi. It's in
I
a
was
vote.
moving and grooving
It's
at
in a
56.
vote. You can't find Bambi no fucking way.
No, they put the Disney movies in the vote.
Yeah.
And they only open it. Okay, go ahead.
Name something that you don't wash as often as you probably should.
My ass.
Your car.
Thank you.
This is just a joke, y'all.
I was about to say Cortez. You need to
He been out.
Now
you
niggas
need to
want to laugh.
defend that.
The boy said it's been a long time.
Name something that you hope doesn't break while you're inside of it.
The elevator.
Damn.
The car.
Swimming pool.
Car again.
What? What you mean?
I have no idea. It's number one though.
I don't understand what you mean. Break down.
Break down.
Like just break
Yeah.
apart.
All right. Break down. I was about to say I don't get it either. Tell me something most people check on the internet.
Porn.
Prices.
The weather.
Weather's number 2.
Ooh.
Definition.
The news.
The news.
What do y'all check on the internet when y'all get on the internet?
Facebook, social media.
No.
The news.
My bills.
TMZ.
I was about to say Bianca should know this, but that's not it.
I should know this.
You always say it. Well, email was the number 1 answer. Name an event
my
a child
email.
closes
Goddamn.
their eyes for.
First
What?
of all, I don't even check my email on the internet, bro.
You don't check your email?
It's on Gmail. It's an app.
Still the internet.
Yeah, you still gotta get some connection, motherfucker.
It ain't the internet. It's the Wi-Fi.
Name a specific type of business that usually has an ATM inside.
The bank.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, I'm just saying,
What?
That was kind of dumb. And we know the bank. They should have left the bank out.
they should have.
Or other than working out, what do people do at the gym?
Take pictures. 10.
They go to the sauna. They swim.
Oh, swimming. But that's all working out. They eat.
They do
They
aerobics.
No.
That's all. But that's all working out.
They do aerobics.
They go there to talk.
That was a dumbass question. They said, you know what, you got it. At the last second.
I just said talk.
At the last second. I think that was a dumbass. I was about to go to another question, and this nigga said talk. That was just random.
Very.
Hey, y'all. What's up? This is Urban Absurdity. Y'all probably already know that. I'm OG Ron.
I'm Cortez.
This nigga forgot.
Is that who he is? Are you Cortez?
Just a real nigga.
That nigga said, and looked at me. Nigga, I don't know.
Who am I?
I didn't know who was going second. We got to figure that out next time. I don't know if we're going counterclockwise, clockwise, over 12 and 6.
I had to think
then
about a
3.
clock,
I
like-
don't know.
That's how. And I'm Bianca, guys. Hello. How are you?
This is the first time we've been together in like 3 years.
It does feel like a long time. I missed y'all, man.
It's been
No, you
long.
didn't. No, you didn't. You was in LA, nigga.
L.A.
You don't miss nobody when you're in Los Angeles.
You
Tell us
don't.
how that
You
went.
don't. It was hella dope. I got stories for days, and I was only there for 3 days.
That was cool, though.
But you collect stories.
Because you know why, though? Because I'm a comedian, so I'm always looking for the joke. But it's usually about my damn self. That's who's suffering, like, to tell you the truth.
It's me. So you didn't do any stand up? You didn't go out there and try your hand?
I wish I did. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was really just thinking
Sad.
about, I know, right? I was really thinking about just relaxing. Like,
I was
just
disappointed in
enjoying
you when I saw you at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah,
and
I
you didn't
was.
bum rush the stage.
Man, I wanted to so bad. Like, that's one of the stories I want to tell too. I'm gonna start at the beginning, then we can move along however you want to.
All right.
First story.
Let's navigate this.
First LA story. So my cousin, right? He's an irresponsible person. I've been knowing this
Let's
nigga
get that shit straight.
since we were born. This nigga been irresponsible since we was babies.
My
right?
kind of person.
I don't like this nigga, man. This is my
Wait a minute. Was he born here?
yeah.
And he lives in LA? He's not irresponsible in my book.
So
he got the fuck out of here.
Watch, I'm gonna tell you. So this is my guy, man. This is my
Just listen.
Dominique. We grew up damn near like brothers, right? And we hang out all the fucking time when he's here or wherever he's at, like, or whatever, right? So quick story within the story. One day, one time, me and my cousin Mike and Dominique, we're all close. It's 3 of us, right? Cousin Dominique, me and Mike. Mm-hmm. We all decided we're gonna go to Dallas for a guys trip. Dominique lives in Oklahoma at this time because he's going to college and he's going to OU, right?
All right.
And he's staying in this place called like Norman, Oklahoma, or Normandy, Oklahoma, or something like that.
Florence and Normandy.
but they called it the Nasty Note, right? So we like, okay, Dominique,
I like that.
we gonna come swoop you up, and then we gonna go to Dallas because Oklahoma's on the way to Dallas. And Dominique was like, and it's only like 2 hours, before you get to Dallas. So we like, cool, we're gonna swoop you up around like 4 or 5, and then we're gonna be in Dallas by like 7 or 8. Get our hotel room, get our clothes on.
Got a
Yeah.
plan.
We got a plan, right? Get the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah.
So this is the plan. This is the plan that we all agree on like months ahead of time, right? we checking in on this nigga Dominic because we know how irresponsible he is. But we like this nigga we're gonna be straight, right?
I like how the story's gonna turn
So
out.
we like we checking on Dominique. We like, bro, we gotta get a hotel. Like what hotel should we get? Like we're at in the city. Should we stay? Right? He was like, man, don't even worry about that shit, man. When we get there, the hotel's gonna be cheap. We just get one when we get there. I'm like, nah, bro. It's probably cheaper if we do it in advance. And he was like, bro, me and my homeboys go to Dallas all the time. This is what we do. So I'm like, he 2 hours away from Dallas, right? Like we don't know what the fuck we talking about. Okay. I never been to Dallas.
Got you.
So y'all went with him,
right?
Y'all rode with him on that,
right? So we leave. And this morning we leave, right? And we leave on time. I got some new tires. Got my oil change, get some brakes put on that bitch. Like we out of here, right?
Yeah,
all the responsible shit because we having a long drive, right?
Okay.
No, you had some fucked up tires. You gotta get brand new tires to go to Dallas.
Yeah, I got some brand new used tires. Nigga, I was down there at Irvis, nigga. Like, how much for these used ones right here?
Well, I gotta get tires and we're gonna take a road trip.
he like, how much thread you need? Nigga, enough, nigga. I don't even need that much.
Depending on the price, nigga. All right, go ahead.
So I'm like, we get out of there, right? We traveling down to Oklahoma, and this is before like Google Maps was popping. This was like when you had like Sprint, and like Sprint had its own little Street View map or something like that. Yeah. And that shit would just direct you. That shit wouldn't even, you can't even look ahead of that motherfucker. You just knew you had to stay in this big ass arrow the whole time. So we traveling down the road, and we hit Dominique like every chance we get. I think we stopped in like Wichita, and we hit Dominique up like, hey bro, the GPS saying like we like 4 hours away. Like you got your shit together. He like, yeah, we good, bro. We get down like what was 3 hours away? It was somewhere else. Oh, that was Wichita, 3 hours away. That's what we hit on. Mm-hmm. We get to Oklahoma, and we in traffic because it's like 4:00 at this time. Mm-hmm. So we like, Dominique, we in traffic. We got like 45 minutes away though. So he like, okay, cool. I already got my shit together. I'm straight, right? We pull up to Dominique's house, right? And he like, y'all just come upstairs. We come upstairs, bro. This nigga is in his pajamas, bro. And I don't mean like pajamas like he had on like some footies and some in the shirt or whatever. I mean like this nigga was in his hood pajamas. He was like one sock on and shit with the shorts. Like he just woke up with the wife beater. Yeah. I'm like, bro, we gotta go. Like, what are you doing?
And
like,
y'all gave him 4 hours notice.
Nigga. Months notice, nigga.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
but the 4 hours was like hella recent,
right? So we like, bro, like, where the fuck is your bags? He was like, oh man, I forgot.
Oh shit, I should get packed, right?
The nigga said, my shit is in the washing machine. I gotta put it in the dryer.
I would have rolled out.
I
would have left. That's disrespectful.
I said, bro, your shit in the what? Like, what the fuck you mean it's in the washing? It's gonna take like at least 45 minutes to get your clothes dry, bro. Mm-hmm. He was like, man, that shit ain't gonna take too long. Plus, I gotta go get some money. Or my mama's gonna Western Union me some money. I'm like, bro, what? You trying to tell me at this particular time of the day?
Wow.
What was he doing the whole time?
It being irresponsible. That's what the fuck he does, is be irresponsible.
Wait a minute, is this the same one that's in college, or are they the two different ones?
They're the same person. This is the one in LA. He's in college at this time.
Okay.
At this particular time, he was like I said, when Sprint was doing the navigation shit.
Did he graduate? No, I'm just fucking with you.
He hella graduated though. Hella long time because he was irresponsible.
I'm gonna be a couple more.
So I'm about to shorten this story.
Just chill.
I'm gonna shorten this story up. So then, we get to Dallas, right? Guess what the fuck happens? Ain't no fucking hotels taking people. Like, we can't find a fucking hotel. We stayed in this place called like the Royalty Inn. As soon as we got in that bitch,
I've been there.
Roaches everywhere. We slept in a fucking car. Got our money back and slept in a car. This is Dominique. This is my cousin. This is niggas irresponsible. Our trip was fucking. And then the bad thing about it was his mama only sent like $80. So I'm like, what the fuck we supposed to do? You can't put it on a hotel room. You ain't putting in no fucking gas. And you probably can't even get in the fucking clubs with it. So we got to front this nigga down. I've never
seen a roach in a hotel room. And I've been to some pretty shitty hotels. I've never seen a roach in there.
Other than that, the trip was hella fun. But fast forward, right? I'm scared to book this trip because who this nigga is, bro. And so I'm like, okay.
It seemed like everything worked out this time, though.
You ain't. That's what you see on social media, but you ain't really see what I was seeing.
I was using up that bullshit. I see you in some good spots, though. I will say that.
No. 100% it was dope, but it was some things that was just fucking off. Like, this is the shit I be talking about.
Okay.
So I ordered my ticket. He got married last April.
Okay.
So he wanted me to come down there for the wedding. Got my ticket and everything. And or my woman got my ticket or whatever. And she went got my ticket for his wedding. On my way down there, right? Mm-hmm. Probably like a week before, he's like, I'm like, bro, what we gonna do when I get down there? Because he's getting married on Friday. And I'm going down there Friday morning, right? I'm going down there Friday morning and I'm coming back Monday morning. So I'm like, damn, bro, I know you're going to have all your wedding shit on Friday. Like, you know, like what we doing on Saturday? You know what I mean? Like, I'm following y'all lead or whatever.
Wait, when was his wedding?
Last April.
No, on what day was it?
It was on Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you were asking him Friday.
No, his wedding was on Friday.
Got you.
On Saturday, I was asking him, like, what we doing on
Saturday
Saturday and
Sunday?
Sunday.
Friday.
What? Who asked somebody what they gonna do?
But they had to go get married at the court. They had to go get married at the courthouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to see? Got you. Okay, keep going with the story.
You can do that anytime.
So I'm like,
we want to know. Like,
I know, right?
We got questions.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I get married on Friday. I'm gonna be there Friday morning. I'm gonna go to the wedding or whatever, and then you know, I know he was saying we're gonna go eat dinner. They got a place they rented out to eat dinner, and then like we was gonna turn up, you know, on Friday night.
Okay.
And then he was like, on Saturday he gonna go out of town for his, you know, his.
Got you. For
what is it called?
So while you in town, he gonna go out of town.
What's it called?
For his honeymoon.
For his honeymoon, right?
Yeah.
That's what fucked me up, Ron. Because I'm like, nigga, you didn't tell me this when I got the ticket.
I was just about to say that.
You
That's
didn't tell
weird.
me that shit when you had the ticket. Okay. Nonetheless, that's
So I'm
his
just gonna
shit.
be chilling in.
Right, like what the, I don't
your
even
town?
know. Right, I don't even know who the fuck is here. Like,
however, on that one, I don't know.
That's I was just saying
that
maybe
was not bad.
No, it's not bad. He just waited a week to tell me that.
Well,
That is pretty bad though. If
I'm
somebody leaves you in their city.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why that part's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would think after somebody gets married, whatever you trying to do after that is going to be just with that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't expect you to get married and be like, hey, shit, we about to all kick it. Like, unless it's the reception or something. Other than that, I would expect you to be...
in my opinion, you should at least tell a motherfucker you rolling out.
That's
like the next day.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm being judgmental, but I never, like most people I know get married at the courthouse don't have no honeymoon.
They don't have no honeymoon.
See,
obviously,
like you're not thinking honeymoon if they at the courthouse.
Right.
I've known people to do that, to go to the courthouse and then have a honeymoon because they spent more money on their honeymoon
I can see
than
the logic.
they had to for the wedding. So I know more
I mean, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But
you said the people...
they usually, when they go to the courthouse, we meet at grandma's house to eat. Like, they ain't rented out no place, like nothing.
Niggas don't even know they had got married. Like, somebody's over here just eating.
Dude, I'll talk to a woman, I swear to God, not to interrupt your story, this should only take like 30 seconds. I'll talk to a woman at work, and she heard about my engagement, and she was talking about how she's been married for 5 years. It was kind of sad. Mm-hmm. Now that I think about it, she said she's been married for 5 years. Mm-hmm. So immediately I look at her finger, and she notices it. Well, she notices me looking. Mm-hmm. And then she kind of, I ain't gonna say she broke down, but she kind of just, like her tone changed. Like she loved the shit out of her husband, but she was like, I never got a ring.
Damn.
And I didn't know how to feel about that. Like, I didn't know, like, should I be sad because she said she loved the shit out of her husband.
The ring shouldn't even matter.
But yeah, I guess it didn't. She's married.
Right.
And she never got a ring.
That's still sad, some sad shit though.
I mean, she could buy her own. She make money now, but I'm like, I want to say, what the fuck did your husband do?
Yeah. He may not.
Bianca, because you was a woman, would you have bought your own damn ring? And no. Please don't say you wouldn't have married the dude without a ring, because you could love this nigga hella.
Uh-oh.
No.
Damn.
You serious?
Okay, so listen. So when we talk about stuff like this, people have to understand it depends on the type of relationship, right?
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship with somebody and the relationship has not financially been great, but you guys have respect, that type of thing going for it, okay, that's understandable. At the time of getting married, that you want to do this, I want to do this, let's make it a union, let's just make it happen, we'll worry about that later. If that is not the case, we have to remember, stuff like that. People think that sometimes that's just a ring, but that's not just a ring. That's the fact of you actually thought about this. You processed it. You took the time to go get it, which means doing all this whole process, you've been thinking, this is what I really want to do.
Yeah.
So you like, yeah. This also shows stability. Like you, it's all about the process. So if you just get up one day and like, let's get married. We've been doing this shit we've been together.
We've been together
We've
for a
been
while.
Just sitting around.
Might well make it legal. I think that's how that went.
For my legal purposes, so you won't have to testify in court. I would like for you to marry me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more than just saying let's get married. It's the fact that you thought about it and took the time to process it. Just like when people say, how did he ask you? Or what did y'all,
Yeah.
Some people say, well, we just had a discussion like, well, I want to get married. And the person like, yeah, whatever works for you. However, I feel like if a dude took the time out to propose, whether that be made a big production or whether it be them two being together, if a dude actually took the time to propose, that means he's been thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've always said, I don't want my shit to just be a discussion. And some people, that works for them, and that's cool. That is. But I don't want my shit to be a discussion. I don't want it to be like me talking you into doing the shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Well,
I definitely agree with that.
You know I've been waiting. Like, who? I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't even have to bring the shit up, for real. The only time I should have to bring it up is when I ask you first and foremost, what is your intent as far as relationship goes? Do you see yourself getting married? Yeah. And that don't even have to be to me. Just do you see yourself being the type of person that wants to get married, or do you feel
just let me know what's on your mind? It ain't got to be with me.
It is. It's intent. I want to kind of know your intent, and I don't think that's wrong. But after we go from there, and you tell me, yeah, I shouldn't have to keep bringing this shit up no more. I shouldn't at all.
All right, I'm going to say this. And the reason, like, maybe a year ago, I couldn't have had this discussion. But you know how some, like, you'll see people say, okay, if he doesn't marry you in 2 years, you should look for somebody else. He's not ready. Or maybe 5, like, depending on whose friends list is on. Like people have a set time limit. And I was one of these people, when I was seeing that, I never really commented because I'm like, it's not directed towards me, but I'm like, okay, I wanted to be in a position to get her what I wanted her to have. And now my OG homies, when I told them way, like, you know what, this girl, you know how they ask about you, like, how you feel about this girl? You know what I mean? I see you with her, blah, blah, blah. What you gonna do, nigga? You know what I mean? That's how they talk to me. So I'm like, dude, she the one. Like, I'm going to hold on to her. I'm just like, well, shit, why you ain't got the ring? So then they started going into these conversations about, okay, what kind of ring you going to get? And I'm like, I guess, sometimes people look at you and be like, okay, you doing all right. You got some money. No, nigga, bills take my money. You know what I mean? So they like, okay, so what you waiting on? So I basically was like, I just wanted to get her the ring that I want her to have. That I wanted to have. You know what I mean? So one of my boys, well, actually it was 2 of them I was talking to, and they was like, well, I started with a $300 ring. And one of them was like, well, I started with a $450 ring, or blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't being bougie or like I'm better than that, but I was like, nah, the ring I wanted to get her, I wanted to be a little bit more. One of them was like, look, you got to upgrade every once in a while, right? So start small. So when I posted it on Facebook, I swear to God, I got a text. It wasn't a congrats. He was like, you fucked up, right? I'm like, what you mean? He was like, dude, you're going to have to upgrade. And I'm like everybody has a different perception on how a man should propose, what it should be, the price. And women have their own expectations too. It's just so much, like, when it comes to marriage, everybody has their own thing in mind.
And as it should be, only because everybody is different.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. Like, okay, me, I'm not a girly girl. I'm not. You will not find me like, I just gotta go shopping. Like, that's not me. It's just not. So when people say, well, you should get this kind, or you should do that, I'm not
yeah.
there. And some people are. Some people are like, ooh, no, it's gotta be this. This is this.
Cortez, what the fuck are you doing?
Who fucking knows? But then if the dudes know, just like females know what type of person they're with. Mm. So if you hear a female say, or she's actually dating a dude, if you hear a female say, "Oh no, my ring got to be like this," that nigga know, because he know what type of person he got, and obviously he's cool with that. So that's for him. You know what I mean? And that's for her. If you get somebody else who's like, "No, it doesn't even have to be all that great. Like I just want to," because some females are like that. Like a person try to make a big production, and you just kind of like, "No, that's not even what I'm in it for." You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I understand that, but like from a male point of view, and I hated to cut you off, but I had to like that was the exact thing I was talking about. Like I don't have the type of woman that, like, trust me, she's expressed to me like, look, and this wasn't even real conversations. It was just like in passing when we talking about marriage, because she wanted to get married. She's told me like a lot of times, like, somebody gonna marry me. You know what I mean? Like she was basically like, I'm the marrying type. I'm gonna be married.
It ain't gotta be you.
So it ain't gotta be your ass, but nigga, if you don't step up to the plate, nigga, that was basically what she was saying. Right. And I was the type of person, like, I know, like, she wouldn't have cared. Like, she's the type of person, like, really the type of person where I could have put like $100 ring on her finger. Not saying that she's cheap or don't give a fuck, but she looks at what she wants more than the actual product. A lot of women don't see it like that. So I was like, she deserves a couple checks on this motherfucker.
But you know what? I think a lot of women do. It's just like
you fucked up, right? You got to upgrade it.
I got 5 years.
Listen, a lot of people do, but you know how some people the negative gets more attention than the positive in most situations.
Yeah.
So if a whole bunch of females come out and say, "I know that's right, girl," you know, like it's got to be like this.
Yeah.
It's probably 100 females under that. Like, nah, it's cool. Like I wouldn't even really trip off that.
There's a lot of good women out here who don't care about that bullshit. I mean, they want you to mean it, and you can't give a chick $100 ring if you worth fucking 60,000. You got 60,000 in the bank. They're gonna look at you like, dude, for real?
Right, but no, that's what I'm saying. Everybody knows their relationship situation, and then not only that, who came out with that? It was on social media. It was like the big thing. They were talking about this ring that just came out, and I think it was like $100 or something like that. There were men that were dissing other men.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't just females. There were men cracking on them like, y'all females gonna get this. Da, 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 da. So it's not just females.
I saw men too defending the fact that, like, okay, y'all want too much. I mean, and that's only because it was a lot of women. You gotta admit, it was a lot of women on there like, I'm worth more than this.
But it's saying,
like, okay, but what about the situation y'all involved in, y'all financial situation? Like, you can't just say, okay, I'm worth $1 million. Everybody thinks that.
But what
I think I'm worth $1 million on my dusty ass. But it depends on the financial situation of the two people.
And it depends on that. I'm telling you, it depends on that relationship. Like, some relationships are like, no, this is cool, this is good. Some relationships are like, even dudes. I've heard dudes say, I wouldn't give my woman that. Like, I wouldn't. Like, she. Even them not being in a relationship saying if they did get married, they wouldn't buy this or they wouldn't buy that or that look like that or that's too cheap.
Yeah, like, I mean, trust me, I'm that person too. But this is what I'm saying. Like, what if you run into one of these women where, like, okay, they are not really worried about what type of ring it is. You could lose a woman just by waiting, saying, okay, I think she wants this. I'm going to wait till I can afford it. Like, dude, life fucking happens every fucking day. Like, you might not be able to afford this, or that. And you might just be saying, okay, well, I'm going to wait until I can get her this $2,500 ring. I'm just going to wait. And she might take that as because, trust me, not saying they're friends, but if they pay attention to social media, you hear these fucking women talking about all the time. He don't love you if he ain't married you in 2 years. He just don't. And then some people are just overthinking the fact that, okay, I want her to have what I want her to have. And you might not express that to her. You might be you could be embarrassed when you're talking to your lady, like, okay, I can't afford what I want to get you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's something as simple as that to tell your woman you can't get the words out.
Yeah.
And I'm that type of motherfucker too. Because I never told her that I was supposed to propose to her when we went out of town 2 years ago. But the money fell short. The trip was expensive. I knew we needed money there, so that fell through. But I wanted to do it over there. She never knew that. She'll know when she fucking listen to this shit. But, Like, I'm glad she didn't just say, well, you know what, nigga. You know what I mean? And start entertaining something else.
I will say this, though. Life is very short. The same way we say we want to grind to make money and have great careers and do this and do that. The same thing with anything else. Mm-hmm. I think if you have that type of person who, because sometimes in life we overthink things way too much. If you have someone who's like, seriously, I just want to be with you and I'm okay with that. You should take them at their word. Because
Cortez, don't nobody want to, as soon as she gets done, we want a fucking opinion out of your ass.
Yeah.
I don't think you can have like 3 different opinions. Like, seems like y'all very, I hadn't been on your own opinions. I throw one in there, it's going to fuck everything up.
My opinion, first of all, before I got I didn't fix you a drink. Do you know you got some drink in there?
No, I don't want anything to drink.
You done with it?
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry because I didn't say anything before the show.
Motherfuckers lose a little bit of weight and they just get all proper.
Oh, she's sedity now. She taking pictures, sweating.
Yeah.
And you know when the
when a motherfucker is really
and you know when people put their workout shit when they really want you to feel it like they hurry up and take it. Hold on, girl. I can't talk to you right now. I got to get this sweat.
I didn't need to hurry up and take it because I was still sweating and my Fitbit shows that. Y'all, you know what y'all should do? Just follow me on
Your
Instagram.
Fitbit shows how many ounces of sweat you done dropped. Like, God damn.
No, but that's a good thing that it could do. I might have to go ahead and write the Fitbit. Don't take that, y'all. Anyway, listen. Y'all,
I saw today she was sweating profusely. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Follow me on my Snap, on my IG. I think, okay, so here's what I want to do. Real talk. I feel like everybody does their whole journey shit. Mm-hmm. I follow normal people. Like, you know how you see superstars out here losing weight doing all this fucking shit? Yeah. Well, they got shifts. They could pay people to prepare their idea. Yeah. I want to follow somebody who got like hella kids, who work, who married, got to do all this other fucking shit.
Don't go on Instagram. They don't put that shit up there.
They don't. No, you know what? I
follow
follow
chicks working out in fucking thongs and shit. That's the only thing they want is attention. Like,
hey, you know what?
Dude, you really lifted weights in the thong?
Right. When you really start getting into it, you be like, nigga, this shit's fake. Like you did this shit just for the video.
Yeah, exactly. You do it for the likes. You might be actually working out, but you go get your real workout in, and then for the fucking views, you got on boy shorts in the middle of the gym. Like, dude. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong, men like it, but it's like, dude, I never thought I would get tired of seeing ass. When I go on Instagram, it's like it's not as fresh as it used to be.
Yo, when you
I just scroll by.
Nigga, back in the day?
Back in the day, yeah.
Damn, you was like, this shit is unheard of.
It's like now you look at it just like a motherfucker posting a fucking plate of food. Like, yeah, okay.
Right. You go down.
It's just too regular. Like,
scrolling down like, yeah, she got a fat ass. Girl,
you don't even click on it no more. You look at the thumbnail like, that motherfucker fat. You keep on going.
And this is what I'm talking about, because now females are getting out and now more men are showing. I tell you what, listen, to see a man do pull-ups in the gym has got to be the most sexiest thing to me.
Is that what
ladies,
you at the gym?
Ladies,
that can't be the sexiest. My fat ass can do pull-ups.
Listen,
at least 10.
When you see a fit dude doing pull-ups,
now we got it. Now we
she had to throw fit in it. That's the disrespect.
No, Ron, you got to show us these pull-ups.
Man, pull-ups is easy.
We got to see. We got to go to the gym and record.
Hey, bro, I'm a fat, agile ass nigga. I can still walk on my hands at least 20 steps. I be showing out at work. That's all we do. I outrun these young niggas at 20. They be looking at me like, bro, you ain't got nothing. I'm like, bro, I have niggas breathing hard. Well, I swear to God.
Well, now you just opened up a new can of worms. So now we get to see this. Are we going to record?
Ready.
Yeah, we gotta record. We gotta record all that shit, bro.
Hey, you know what? We already got some of our races on tape, and as a matter of fact, a couple of tomorrow I'm off. I'll share them with you.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
No problem.
This is gonna be great.
Like I had a Facebook friend try to challenge me. Shit talking in front of chicks and shit. We raced uphill when I birthed his ass. This nigga quit. I look back. This nigga stopped.
We want to see.
He was embarrassed getting beat by a fat nigga.
We want to see the pull-ups and we want to see the headstand. The handstand.
I can walk on, not a headstand. I can walk on my hands. I've done that since I was a kid, and I still got the balance. Even with this 260, I can walk on my hands.
Well, that's more than a handstand because you walking on them. So we need to.
Oh, a handstand! I thought you said a headstand. But I said, I ain't no break dance.
Your motherfucking ass with a piece of cardboard out there. Start dancing.
They said, these are the breaks. Break it up.
That's That's what I thought she was talking about. Like, nah, nigga, hell nah.
Ain't nobody
Brakes on the bus. Brakes
I ain't put all this weight on my motherfucking head, nigga. You got me fucked up.
Bring that cardboard out.
This nigga got a neck injury. He ain't gonna be on the goddamn show.
Bring that cardboard.
Fuck that. All right. We're gonna go into some topics. We freestyle for a minute, but we got some I got some good juicy topics.
Hold on, I gotta finish the story with my cousin. It's a quick one. It's really quick.
Man, fuck your cousin. All right, go ahead.
Right. Really quick.
The
viewers gonna be like, what the fuck happens to that nigga's story? 20 minutes
and we
later.
got off into some good shit. I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, my cousin, right, he tells me, he was like, come down here. You don't need no hotel room. I'm gonna make sure you good, right? You ain't gotta drive nowhere. I'm gonna drive you everywhere, right?
That sounds like
cool.
A lie.
I'm like, Dominique, don't fucking lie, bro. You gotta. He said, bro, we got a guest room. It got everything you need in there. Just come down here, bro.
Did it?
Nigga, when I got down.
Did it though? Just say yes or no.
No, nigga, it didn't.
The guest room didn't have everything?
Bro, the guest room didn't even have no fucking bed in there. Yo, I asked my cousin.
But you had a toilet though. So
I got a fucking toilet. So
you got a
cool.
toilet. You just said you prefer that.
Right. So this is what happened, right? So I'm like, because we sitting there, I'm like, bro, Dominique. Just before I even looked in the room, I'm like, Dominique, where am I sleeping at? Am I sleeping? He was like, on the couch, bro. I said, bro, you stupid, man. Like, I literally said that. You know, in the movies, they always be acting like
Why you be playing, cuz?
Yeah, I'm like,
where my room?
Where is it at, bro? Quit playing, right? Like, I literally laughed. I've never done this, like, seriously before. I always joked around, but I was real serious. I was like, bro, shut up lying, bro. Like, nah, for real, where's the bed? Like, where I'm sleeping at?
No, really, right here.
Right on the left, bro. Which door am I going in? Right? This nigga like, oh, yeah, on the couch. I'm like, all right, I'm joking, right? We go to Rowley's, right? And I'm like, Rowley's is Checkers, right? So I got to give you some checker fries, right? So I'm sitting there.
Of course.
Eating these trash-ass fries.
That was cold.
And the trash-ass burger that I got.
This motherfucker
You ain't get a big Buford?
Right. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this food?
They said the ingredients.
This is not how I remember this.
You went to the vegan rallies.
Right. So, sitting in my fries, bro. Excuse me. And my cousin, I'm looking at my cousin. I'm like, bro, am I really sleeping on that couch? Like, I'm looking at this nigga like, this is about to just tell me a good ass joke. I'm like, bro, am I really sleeping on the couch? He's like, yeah, nigga. Where else you gonna sleep at? I said, bro, you said you had a room with a bed in that motherfucker. He was like, we did, but we sold it. And I was just like,
we sold it yesterday, bro.
Like, nigga, where did you sell it? He was like, man, we sold it like 3 weeks ago. And this is the irresponsible shit I'm talking about, man.
Why would you sell the bed?
Yo, why would you sell the bed and you knew I was coming?
I'd had some hard times, but I ain't never sold the bed out my guest room. Like, you know what? I need some change.
He said you can sleep on the couch.
Right. You know what? And this is the other fucked up thing. Nigga, as soon as I walk in the house, it's a big ass pit bull in that motherfucker, man.
I saw that pit bull. You posted it.
Nigga, I don't even do dogs. I'm not even a dog person. Nigga, I'm not a dog.
Now you see what I'm saying.
I can't whisper to that motherfucker.
Listen.
I don't know what that nigga is saying in his head. Like, I'm not a dog person.
Hey, the dog just said shit. That was my bed too.
That dog was like 100 pounds, like solid. And this nigga would come underneath my feet on the couch and lift my shit up. It was damn near rape, bro. Like, how the fuck you gonna just lift my both legs?
This motherfucker spread my legs.
Like, what the fuck?
I would have loved to see the.
Yo, he was just overly aggressive.
I saw it. It was big.
Yeah, he was just over aggressive. Like, he was happy. He never barked or nothing like that. He was well trained, but I don't fucking do dogs. So then I asked my cousin, I'm like, bro, like, so I'm sleeping on this couch. What the fuck I gonna do with this dog? He gonna say, nigga, he gonna stay in here. He gonna let you sleep. Like, nigga, I don't fucking know this nigga, man. I don't fucking know this man.
He might put me to sleep, nigga, further.
I don't know
Permanent. Nigga.
Right. I don't know what triggers this nigga. I might be snoring. He'd be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I can't be mauled by no dog, nigga.
I love this.
Oh, but my cousin said he put him in the room with them, so they slept in the room with them. And I promise you, the funniest thing is that couch was hella comfortable, nigga.
I was just about to say, maybe because I'm a hood nigga, I don't mind a couch when I'm out of town. Don't prefer it. I don't mind a couch because I know one thing when I'm out of town, especially some place like L.A.
Yeah.
When I get to that motherfucker, nigga, I'm going to be on that motherfucker 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
I run a nigga raggedy when I'm out of town.
Damn.
Don't volunteer your motherfucking home to me.
God damn.
And that's why I get an Airbnb or I get a motherfucking hotel room. If you volunteer your services, you going to ride me around, I'm not going to be on that couch and you're not really going to be in your bed.
Damn.
So that's why I try not to impose because I'm not here to sleep, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not here to sleep. Like, I've been out of town. I've been on God trips. And I done been out by my motherfucking self. And I done went with 3 niggas.
Damn.
Them niggas sleep like... Nigga, we ain't got no. I don't do sleep days out of town, nigga. These niggas got their fucking footies on, like nigga. I'm out. I ain't got nowhere to go. Don't know where I'm going, but nigga, I'm gonna be somewhere.
I need one day of just nothing.
I can't do it, bro. Not out of town. You can do that at home.
I know, but I just need one day just to relax because it seems like when you at home, you ripping and running, and then you go out of town and you ripping and running again. It's like you're not giving that chance to like just sit the fuck down.
I can't do that out of town. And you know what? When I take the God trips or something like that, it's usually 3 days. When I go out of town by myself or with my lady, nigga, it's a week.
You been out of town by yourself?
Well, by myself. I was.
Never mind.
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
I take that back. I went to Chicago like maybe 08, 09. I was like for real by myself.
But that's not out of town though. That's your home.
I mean, it's going back home, but it's still out of town. I live in Kansas City.
No, out of town. Out of town would be like because that's your home. Kansas City's your second home.
Never lived.
Yeah.
Okay, well, technically, if you throw those in, then no. But I've been to Chicago a lot of times by myself.
Out of town. But the last episode,
I mean, it's still like 300-400 miles away,
bro. But that's not out of
But you've
town.
been there before.
That's like
And
me
you got
coming
family.
from. That's
You
like
got hella family.
Yeah, that's like me coming from Kansas City.
All right, well,
I live
then
in
no.
Atlanta. Then I come back in town. I'm like, yeah, everybody went out of town. They're like, no, nigga, you went home.
It's still
Homeward bound, nigga. You went home.
if you get on a fucking plane, it's still going somewhere. Okay, I get that. Okay,
This nigga technical.
Yeah, all right.
That nigga's technical.
Yeah, because
Nigga, I went to Missouri, nigga. I'm out of town, nigga.
Yeah, because out of town,
No, that's only
you don't
20
know
minutes.
Anybody, so you would have to sightsee and do everything by yourself. You would have to do.
That's some scary
Everything.
shit to me. And then like, if my cousin was down there.
What is
I would
sightseeing?
No, going by myself. I wouldn't have went.
Really?
Hell no. I know some people can. I just can't go to a place that I do not know and just be chilling down there.
You know what?
I could, but I wouldn't want to.
When I did when I was in New York in August, my cousins they went to Afropunk, the concert, and I didn't go. I didn't because I wasn't going to go at first. So they were gone. Like we were there for 5 days. They were gone for 4 of those days.
Damn.
In between, like the mornings we had and then the night, but during the day, like it was just me. But
Yeah, I saw her picture. She was by herself.
But I'm like, shit, fuck that. I'm in New York. I'm like, I'm about to catch a subway, try to figure this shit out. Google got me right. Like this.
I mean, I'll give you that. You was brave for the subway shit.
Yeah, even
The places you were visiting were the places that you would go see when you know what I mean, you in New York.
Was that
But the
recent?
subway, even me.
Last year?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Because you was in Harlem.
Yeah, I went to Harlem.
All
by
of those
myself.
places
I went
walking,
Also
blah, blah,
black
blah.
places.
Yeah, I went to Harlem
Yeah.
by myself. I went to Brooklyn by myself. I went to Manhattan by myself, and that's
I
definitely
remember
not
that. Your son wasn't with you?
No,
For some reason, I thought he was there.
no, he didn't go. But I said if I go back out there, I'm gonna.
Who was
take
taking
him.
out them pictures?
We were together at first.
Oh.
What I'm saying is Afropunk was between, like, they had different artists.
Oh.
So you checked what time your artist that you wanted to see was on.
Niggas
so
never
you can
tell
go.
the full story. She let them bitches go because she had a nigga.
Actually,
Don't even ask a woman what they did out of town.
listen.
Right.
I would if
Makes
I,
no sense. You'll
if-
never get the true story.
If
Right,
I
she
already,
said, no, I was there all by myself. Who was taking them pictures? They was with me.
no, I was there by myself.
During the day.
I was
That
there.
nigga was with you during the day.
You do not, ladies. You do not go to New York. If you are single, you do not go to New York just to meet somebody you already talked to. You look for people that you ain't. New York is
nobody
like-
said you already talked to
Yeah,
her.
you got you a nigga from New York.
See, she tried to get it out.
Yeah.
She tried to get it out.
Yeah.
I wish I did, but if
Can you
there's,
show me around when I'm down there,
I wish,
please?
I wish
I'm
I
coming
did.
through. Flew me out. She got flued out.
Flew out.
But if any of you know anyone with a New York accent, just to pass some time. Please let me know. And nobody that's
men know about that too. It's some Boricuas there.
Listen, and nobody that's been here that's already been living in Kansas City for years. Fuck you. Listen, you've been here too long. I hate when motherfuckers say that. People be like, oh yeah, I'm from. Shut up. You've been here too long.
Too long. You don't know what's going on down there no more.
Yeah, if you still know, if you know how to get around through this motherfucker everywhere, just shut up. Just know.
No. I gotta disagree with that.
You can't use
Chicago's gonna always be home because
That's
I'm there
difference.
all the time.
You went home. I keep trying to tell you that.
No, but she still just said.
Listen, here's the difference between that.
No, but she still just said you from here if you've been here too long.
No,
I'm not.
No. What she said.
When you are, he gets what I'm saying. When you are talking to someone in dating, right? You got here when you was how old?
So you can't tell them where you from?
No. You got here when you were how old?
I mean, but you leading us in the wrong direction.
But I'm asking you got here when you were how old?
20.
I was like 18.
Okay, so you were 18. So if you are like in your 30s, right?
I'm in my 40s.
But what I'm saying, when you were in your 30s, just listen to.
I've never been in my 30s. I went right to 40. I went from 29 to 40.
God damn it, that was fast.
So when you were in your,
Probably call me OG Rob.
It's true.
When you were,
all right, I'm listening.
When you were in your 30s, right? Because like dating is I don't know why dudes do that, but dudes like to say they'll tell you first off, not you having a conversation with them and then that coming up. Mm-hmm. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Memphis and I'm, and you be like, "Oh okay, how long you been here?" Mm-hmm. They'll be like, "Well, I've been here for like 10, 15 years. Like, nigga, that ain't no. That's not how the icebreaker. Mm-hmm. You've been here too long. Mm-hmm. It's different if you were like, I just moved out here like a year ago. Yeah. I'm trying to find my way around. I'm new to this. So you'd be like, oh, okay. No, it's niggas that be like, shit.
I don't do that.
I've been in and out for like 20 years. Like, come on, sit down, dog. Like,
right. I don't do that crazy shit. Like, for me, when I was meeting women, I don't meet women no more.
That's what we about to say.
When I was meeting women, though, it's like that didn't come up. Like, that comes in the conversation about what you really learned about a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. That's different. And I say I wasn't born here. Or usually when I bring it up, like, people be like, okay, nigga, you a little aggressive. Are you from, I don't meet niggas like, you know what I mean, like you around here. And then that comes up. Like, I'm not just going to say, hey, what's up, baby? I'm from Chicago. You know what I mean? Because the funny thing is, I never noticed it. Like, for the longest time, like, I don't even, like, they say, I guess the aggressiveness, some traits come from Chicago will never leave, but it's like they say, you don't talk like a Chicago nigga when they find out I'm from there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how that rubbed off. Like, how does it rub? Like, I know Africans who've been here for 50 years, the motherfuckers still, you can't understand them. Mm-hmm. Like, I will never understand it, but yeah, I feel what you said. I'm not just gonna say.
Yeah, see, that's.
I just got in town from Chicago. No,
that's what I'm saying. Like you.
Those are niggas that try to impress motherfuckers with out of town shit. Like I don't feel I need to impress you with a city.
Don't do the city shit. Don't do the. And I agree with that. My best friend, he's from Arkansas. He's been here for a long time, and he's still country as shit. Like I'm like, I would have thought that would have rubbed off a long time ago. However. But even then,
I kind of think it's the age that you leave at or something like that. Like, I've been here, like I said, I left there when I was 17, 18, and I'm 40. I'm 41. Yeah. So I've spent way more time here than I did there. Yeah. So.
And that could be.
Them country-ass accents don't seem like they go nowhere, though.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I don't think that because.
I think that's the country shit.
Yeah, I don't think they. I know my uncle left a long time ago, and I still can't. Like what? What was said now?
Look at the encyclopedia out, nigga. What you say?
But slow down.
Yeah. Dudes would try anything to have a up or have some type in their mind. What they feel is an advantage. You're impressing them. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude. I've never been on that shit. Like, if you gon' like, when we meet personally, like, motherfuckers, like, my Facebook persona, people be like, okay, dude, you try to act like you this. I'm like, no, I try to post what I post. Like, everybody posts different shit. Right. But when you meet a person in person, when you're talking, when you have to have an actual conversation, you have to be genuine. It's easy to tell when a motherfucker fake when you're talking to them.
Oh, easily.
I've known motherfuckers from Facebook, like, for years and years. But one thing I don't do is judge people from their Facebook posts. I might talk shit about you, but if I want to get to know you, what you say and the vibe I get from you in person is what you are. I don't give a fuck what you fucking portrayed on Facebook. When I meet you, that's you.
I don't know about that, man.
From my perspective, when I meet you, you are that person. If I feel you lying in the first hour, then you a fucking liar. It don't matter if I got 10 years of Facebook posts from you. That doesn't fucking change my opinion on how I can meet you at Quick Trip. And trust me, not bragging, because nowhere near, like, Kansas City is not the biggest city. Mm-hmm. So I can go to the gas station at any time and motherfuckers be like, dude, OG Ron, what's up? Nigga, I just seen you on Facebook for blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then they start talking. And maybe I'm a judgmental motherfucker, but I'm like, dude, you just like contradicted yourself like 3 times in an hour. You ain't got to try to impress me, nigga. Mm. I'm just a random nigga. I don't know what the fuck you thought, nigga. I mean, dude, and you know what? I kind of feel like when I first got on Facebook, I swear to God, like, I got younger sisters, so my old ass was kind of new to Facebook. I was late on Facebook. So when I finally got on there, it was just like these people, it was new to me, I guess. Like, the regular people, you look at the followers, you look at likes and shit, like, okay, this nigga might be a little more, all right, this nigga might be somebody. But when you meet them, they regular motherfuckers. But you don't have to lie. Like, people just lie for no reason. Like, and I get that a lot. People just lie for no reasons. Like, dude, when you see me, you don't have to keep up on Facebook for something. No matter what you put up on there, just talk to me, bro. I ain't no fucking body. I work at Coca-Cola, nigga. I'm not a rich man. Shit, I'm not gonna judge you if you sit here and say you about to go to work. Mm-hmm. I got on a Coca-Cola uniform. Don't you see that we both on the same shit?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Dude, look, I'm gonna say this, Cortez. If you haven't noticed that, great, because that will make you look at certain people like strange. It's like people try to keep up these personas because they feel like, okay, I feel like what he's seeing, he has an opinion of me. Well, really, I don't. Because I haven't met you. Social media is not taking that seriously to me when it comes to personas.
If you're an opinionated person, though, people kind of do that. If you are an opinionated person, which I am too, on some shit, but I guess if
on just certain shit,
it just depends. Like, life, I will say this: life is humbling me very well. Thank you, life. But I'm opinionated. However, for people who are worried about what other people think, they'll be the ones to try to, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, because they care. But for people who are like, I don't give a fuck what nobody think, they be like, yeah, I'm going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the people that are doing that are ones that are worried about what you think are, because you have a social media presence.
Yeah.
And I see that with a lot of people. I look at females and I'm thinking, like, I'll see somebody who has a high social media presence, and I know these people, and they'll tell me one way, or we'll have a conversation. Then I see him on the nigga's post on whatever he talking about, like contradicting themselves. So like Brandy, they can be down. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do some shit? Why do you feel like you had to be down with regular motherfucking niggas? Even if it's just anybody. Like, you regular. Like, you working. You paying your bills. I don't give a fuck what you got going on social media or what it looks like. Nigga, you got some of the same stresses and hassles like we all do.
That's all I'm saying. When I see you, there's no reason to be anybody but you. You don't, because trust me, I don't try to live up to social media when I see you in person.
Yeah.
When I see you, and most of the time I see motherfuckers in a gas station, I'm on the way to work. Got a fucking uniform on. And motherfuckers still think that they need to say, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, I'm about to tell you, I'm on the way to work, cuz what's up with it, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga about to go make these moves, about to jump up out this motherfucking work uniform, go get these keys. Nigga, that'll never be me. Like, dude, I'm out here living just like everybody else. Like, shit, come on, bro. I mean, the social media thing is weird. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, not everybody is perfect as it is on social media. Like, it's a real difference between reality and the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, Cortez, you don't get that?
What I do understand is that
no. Let's go into what you don't understand first. That will probably be more interesting.
No,
because I know you get it. Well, I mean, I would assume you get it because your following as far is like Kansas City and it's way bigger than mine. So maybe I got the wrong friends list if you don't bump into people and it was like, because the one thing I get the most is, oh, don't talk about me. Like, as soon as people see me, like, if it's a female,
every time
they start grabbing their hair like, oh, G-Ron, you better not say nothing. Right. I'm just getting off of work. I just dropped my kids off. I'm like, dude, you can't say hi first.
Right. I do it all the time.
I didn't even recognize your ass until you started fucking touching your hair and saying, don't talk about me. Who are you?
I think
I've never seen you post.
Social media is a big presence, and think about this. It asks you on social media, like, what's on your mind or what you thinking or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing you do is think of some shit and you post it, right? Yeah. Like, these are your fucking thoughts.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I said. Like, I think you can really know a person through social media because these is their fucking thoughts. Like, the shit they probably won't never say in front of people, they'll say on social media in front of some strangers. Like, think about this. Social media, you got a group of friends, right? And there's a small group of friends that you know on social media. But you can add up to like 5,000 of them.
Okay.
Now, say that you only really know 30 of them motherfuckers. Yeah. Like, personally know, right? The other 4,970 people, you don't really fucking know, right?
Yeah.
So say we take this and make it a visual. Now you walk into a building of 30 of your people that you fucking know and 4,970 people that you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And you say, fuck, I'm horny as shit. Like, who would say that in front of 5,000 people, right?
I would.
And then say this.
I won't lie.
And say this. They get on their phones and record you saying that bitch and send it to 5,000 other people that they motherfucking know.
Yeah.
So now all these motherfucking people know that you said, fuck, I'm horny as shit. And guess who else fucking know? Because they on social media. Your job. Your family. Your priest, your pastor. Like, they fucking know because guess what? They on that bitch too. So when you announce that shit, they might not have heard that shit at the gymnasium, but they heard that shit somewhere. So you trying to tell me your inner thoughts, like your fucking inner thoughts that you wouldn't share with nobody, you are freely saying them on Facebook. Like, how else would you better know a person? Have you ever been on a date? This is how you really know. Have you ever been on a date, right? And the date was cool. You thought you had fun. The other person had fun. It was the first date. You was hoping for many, many more dates, right? Okay. And then you was just like, you asked him, right? You even asked him. You was just like, hey, do you think we're going on another date? And he's like, hell yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going on another date with you, right? And then you leave that date and you like, man, okay. Let me check his social media and see what this nigga really feel. Because then you know, if that nigga on there saying, I went out with this dumb bitch last night, though, and she think I'm going for a second date, fuck her, or some shit like that. You like, damn, which one you believe? The nigga that said, oh yeah, we going on the second date? Or the nigga on social media that said, fuck that bitch?
And that is, okay.
That's a good
This is this nigga's inner thoughts.
Well,
how he really feel. He's gonna say it in front of some strangers.
Well, it's a up and down because you have people who are like that, who will be like, shit, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Yeah. Then you got some people who are watching what other people say, and they see that shit getting a lot of likes, so they gonna say something just like that.
Of course.
So they can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, social media is like I want to be down. It's like high school. Like, you have some motherfuckers who are like, I'm cool with who I am, whether you like it or not. Like, nobody has to like me. And then likes means I can get 10 likes a post and I'm still cool with that.
Right.
Then you have motherfuckers who like, nope, I need a little bit more attention.
You can't tell me you don't post for social media for attention. You can't tell me that shit. You can never tell me that shit. I don't care what the fuck you post.
You got to be specific just so I can answer.
Post. Like, it don't matter what you do. If you are posting on social media,
man, I don't agree with that.
You want to be social. You want to be social. You want some
being
type
social
of attention.
is not attention though. But all right, let me ask you this question though before you go on. Like specifically, everything you post, you mean you just wanted to get likes? Are you posting like to try to see if you can get likes from it?
It's not even about the likes. It's about the comments, the shares. I mean, people's views of choice. Like, it's everything. Like, if I say I'm against abortion and this is my reason I'm against abortion, right? Mm-hmm. If I didn't fucking care about this topic, I wouldn't have brought it to social media. I would just not fucking cared about it.
What you saying? Like,
because then if I posted shit and nobody respond, it's like, what the fuck I posted for? Like,
no, but see, just like what you just said. Mm-hmm. I don't care about somebody liking my post. And if you see my post, you should know that. Nobody has to like my post. Nobody. But Facebook asks you what's on your mind.
Right.
I will post. All right, I made a post today. The flued out shit blew up. Everybody flued out. I made a post like, if you didn't get flued out to Atlanta this weekend, you just a regular chick.
Right.
Now, if you take that post and you think about somebody saying that they're posting it for likes, as far as social media and the bad bitches in Kansas City and all this and that, why would I think that's going to get any likes?
No.
That's a post meant.
But attention.
I like to piss people off.
I'm saying likes is verifying that somebody's paying attention to you. But that doesn't mean that.
No, that's false because people see your post regardless.
I'm saying, but how do you know who's seen it?
You don't care. Why would you care who saw your post?
No. I'm saying like likes is verifying that I seen your post. So if I like it, then you know Cortez seen this.
But when you make a post on social media, you know somebody saw it.
Right, but you don't know who. That's what I'm saying. Like for attention, right? We're not gonna talk about likes.
But are you worried about who?
I don't think we have to worry about who to have attention.
I'm just saying. No. I mean, from my point of view, I don't worry about who saw it.
I don't think you worry about who, but you want somebody to see it. Like that's like the newspaper.
I mean, of course,
the newspaper.
It's on Facebook. You wouldn't post it if nobody saw it.
That's
but
what
as
I'm
far
saying.
as validation of this is crazy or this is funny and blah blah blah, not everybody posts for that.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like if you post on social media, period, you're trying to reach an audience. Which only way to reach an audience is to know that somebody's paying attention to you. Just like television. Like you won't know what good show or what bad show if it wasn't for the viewership, right? So you got to know like somebody's fucking paying attention to this show, right? So you got to know like once you post this.
Not really, because
they may not say nothing, but I know somebody seen this shit.
Yeah, I agree with that part.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like you know somebody saw it.
But you posting into an audience, right? Just like if you was at a show, like you would say your joke and you would joke it to the audience, but would you say the same joke with nobody fucking there? It'd be fucking pointless. So when you say like you posting the show,
that was a weird analogy,
right? I'm saying like when you post whatever you post, you're trying to reach your audience for them to pay attention to whatever you fucking post. Because if you want to be technical, if you didn't care about nobody posting shit, you could have like 0 friends, 0 anything, and they can post all goddamn day, and you can just be like, nigga, I'm just happy. This is my little journal. But you want people to see your goddamn journal.
I mean, the only thing I'm saying is, all right, look. I've said this before. Like, I got one of the funniest friends ever. I look at this motherfucker. He's funny as fuck. This nigga, and like, he's always at work. He got 2 jobs, so he's always fucking at work. But he makes like maybe 50 fucking posts a day sometimes. And he's hilarious. But most of his posts don't have any likes. And it's only because of like his personality. Like, you know what I mean? The jokes, like people say, okay, he's an arrogant nigga. And those are the type of people who, like, okay, you can post the funniest shit in the world. Nobody pays attention to it. But the thing we have in common is he knows it's funny. And when I post, like, if I post something that I think is funny, it's like there's no, like, I'm going to post it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need the likes. But the thing about social media, and I've seen it, like, as in the past 8 years, I think I got on social media in 2010, Facebook. Like, people will see you in person, like that you've never seen, like anything or comment or anything. Like, dude, you hilarious.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's why, Like I've had my homeboy Lavelle Caldwell Sr. This nigga, I'll make a post. He was like,
shout out to Lavelle.
Dude, I like that motherfucker, but I deleted it, nigga. That was too raw.
Yep.
I can't have people thinking I was associated with that shit.
Yep.
But nigga, that shit was hilarious.
Yep.
I'm the type of person, when I post, like, I don't need validation.
Right.
I know I'm a funny motherfucker. I know I'm gonna put that shit in your face.
But how did it feel?
I don't need nobody to like shit.
Well, how did it feel when Lavelle told you that? And don't lie. How did it feel when he told you that? Because
as far as what I posted, I'm not ashamed or
no.
like,
I'm saying, like, how did he make you feel? He was like, that shit was nice, bro. How did he make you feel when he had said that?
I mean, that was real life interaction though. I felt good because that was real life validation.
But I'm saying though, like,
you know what I mean? A like is not equal to a motherfucker be like, dude, nigga, that shit was hilarious.
But I'm saying though, like, he seen your shit on social media and seeing you seeing you in person and was like, nigga. That shit you post was fire. You said.
All right, one more thing I gotta say this. And I hope. One more thing I gotta say this, and I hope our homegirls ain't listening or anybody she works with. Like my friend Patricia Smith, I grew up with her. Mm-hmm. Real. How can I say this? Like upper class type of. You know what I mean? The female.
She bougie.
Yeah, a little bougie.
Okay,
I love her to death, but she's a little bougie.
Okay.
Like, she'll hit me up and be like, dude, I want to like that shit, but you know my situation, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I don't want people to know I ain't shit, but that shit was hilarious.
Right.
Like, I have a ton of friends be like, but I'm no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'll tag my supervisor in a fucking horrendous post. You know what I mean? Because I'm the nigga like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not one of the people who say, oh, I can't like it because my fucking church people on there. Or, you know, when you like something, it might go here or go there. I don't give a fuck. Like, people give a fuck about social media. So I have to agree with them. Like, okay, that's cool. But me,
but when you hear
I post like because I want to post it.
But when you hear shit like that, you get a little happy. Them is called.
I'm used to it now, though. Not being arrogant, I'm used to it now. I've been doing this for years.
Dopamines. Dopamines. What's it called?
I've been doing this before Facebook, bro.
Yo, but I'm saying, like, the same thing off Facebook is the same thing off of anything else in life. And that's why Facebook is so, like, social media is so amazing, because now you see people liking your shit and that boosts your self-esteem and shit, right? Not saying for you.
Okay, well, proceed.
I'm saying just off social media, but if you take social media and you apply it to your everyday life, you feel the same way that people on social media feel. Like, it's just now it's on the internet. So think of this, like, you at work and you doing a good fucking job at work, right?
Yeah.
And nobody ever say fucking shit to you about doing your good job. They don't say a goddamn thing, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody noticed that you doing a fucking good job. And they like, you know what, Ryan? You doing a fucking good job, man. Like, I don't know why they ain't fucking promoted you yet. But you know what? I'm putting the fucking word for you. You gonna feel happy a little bit. You be like, God damn, finally somebody noticed my ass. That's a fucking like, Ryan. Somebody liked you doing what you're doing. But it means
more in the real world.
But I'm saying, like, now you take that and you apply it to the fake world, right? And now you work it out and shit, right? And people was like, damn, Bionica, you doing your shit. Here's a like, because I like that shit. It's going to make her feel a little happy because people like what she's doing.
All right, let me get 45 seconds. Let me tell you.
No, you already had 2 hours.
I have not been talking for 2 hours about social media.
You not. Kid you
right,
not. One hour, bro.
No.
You keep cutting me off.
Listen, I think
I did not keep cutting you off, but go ahead.
I think the difference is, like, maybe the word attention is super strong. Maybe that's what this is.
Can you find the word attention?
Okay, I may not be able to find the word, but I'll try to find
it right now. And I promise
so
you
it's kind of like, if it wasn't for social media, like, why am I posting this? I understand that Facebook is saying, "What's your thoughts?" But I don't have to fucking tell Facebook what my thoughts are.
Exactly.
So why am I'm gonna break down both. So it's like, why do I, even though it's asking, I really don't need to post this shit. Like, because I, like, for real. It's like, I really don't need to post this shit.
I don't think like that, though. It's fun. That's why we post.
Well, but still.
Facebook is supposed to be entertainment, nothing more.
Okay, but I think you're going too deep into the.
I didn't go too deep. Entertainment is deep?
No, but you're posting it because someone is still going to see it, and that's what makes it fun.
That's why we all post, 100% of us.
Exactly.
But that's basically what he said.
And no, she said, you said attention.
But that's why I just said maybe the word attention.
If you look up the word attention, it clearly says someone that's interesting or important. So it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, I'm getting all these likes and shit. It just
that
means
definition kind of defeated your argument, though.
No, like if you interested, like if you're interested, I'm going to give you my attention. That doesn't defeat me because you just said like people don't like your shit, but then afterwards they come and tell you. You just said you got people that you post shit that you don't care who the fuck likes it, and you got friends that don't like it.
Why I don't.
No, but you said you had friends that don't like it.
The reason behind why I post, I didn't say that people don't like my shit. I said the reason why I post is not
I didn't mean
trying to grab that.
No, I'm not meaning
that's not the reason. I posted because that's what's on my mind. Just like when you post what you post, because that's what you're thinking about.
Do you figure yourself as being interesting?
Of course. Of course.
And then you put out stuff that you think is interesting.
Yeah.
Right? So you gotta feel like somebody else think you are also interested, right?
No.
It gotta be somebody out there.
No. See, bro.
So why you
I never thought hold on. Let me ask you a question before you deflect. Now I gotta cut you off because you asked me a question.
Okay.
If you think you're interesting,
right.
It's a totally different world to fucking think that other people think that I'm interesting.
Why? Why is it totally
because those two don't go together. Some people could think they're tough.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean everybody else thinks you're fucking tough. You could be a pussy.
But not everybody else, but some people.
All right, but now we're gonna drag the line. A lot of people could think there's something, but to think that everybody else has that point of view of you is just weird. I cannot be. Look, I think I'm funny.
Right.
I didn't sit here on this podcast and tell you that anybody else thinks I'm funny.
Right.
It would be a little arrogant of me to tell you that you think I'm funny because you're my Facebook friend.
Right. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. When I post what I post, I don't think that some people think I'm tough or fucking funny or interesting or smart. I post it because that's what Facebook allows you to do. So everybody posts things. There's a lot of people think they're funny and they're not. There's a lot of people who thinks they're witty and they're not.
Right. But that's just like
that's all I'm saying. We don't have to go another hour with it. But the only thing I'm saying is if you post something, well, when I post something, it's not for attention or likes because I've had validation before Facebook ever arrived. Some people, like you said, that helps their self-esteem. Like those were your exact words. My self-esteem was through the roof before I ever heard of Mark Zuckerberg or Facebook. Some people have built their shit on social media.
But you can't.
Some people, that's not them.
Right. But the other part was interesting or important. So even though you may not feel like somebody.
I can't tell you if somebody else thinks I'm interesting or important.
But you feel like you're important. You feel like you're interesting. So when you post shit that's on your mind, it's going to be interesting to somebody out there.
I don't think this one is going to work out. Are we going to do topics or we going to keep freestyling?
Yes, please agree to disagree.
Because I don't.
What is it?
I'll tell you this, and you already know.
No, you got to cut it right here. You got to cut it right here because
I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker think about me. All right. What we going? Any interesting things we want to talk about? Y'all to go to some topics.
Read the paper.
I'm gonna let one of y'all choose.
I know one off top of the head.
I want one right now, and I don't even need to look at that.
Okay.
Come on, Bow Wow.
I was thinking about that one too.
Come on, Wow.
But we don't really know about that one though.
We don't need to hear. I don't need to go into deep specifics.
We know that nigga ain't tough. We saw the fucking mugshot.
Bow. It's like you can't get a win. You can't get a. In certain situations, I feel sorry.
All them W's in his name, and he couldn't get one.
And you can't get one.
Explain what happened.
So it was released that you're right. I should explain. It was released that Bow Wow had been arrested. Mm-hmm. He had got into it with a female. They didn't really go into detail on who this female was.
It was his girlfriend.
Yeah, it was his girlfriend.
See, when I read it, it didn't say who.
They got both of them.
Right. Well, when they came, she blamed it on him. He blamed it on her. So since they said they didn't know, they couldn't tell who really started it, they were going to take them both in. Mm-hmm. So Bow, you can't get a win. You can't get a win for nothing. And it's making me sad because I'm like, I just really want you to take one. Even if it's just one and then done, that's it, no more.
You gonna take this W with your losing ass.
I really want you to just, but I will say this after I saw the mugshots. I may have just he
was abused and beaten, tortured to death. And you gonna say Bow Wow took an L?
That was a dead body they took a picture of. That boy was fucked up. They opened his eyes up.
Well, I was about to say, she had nothing.
He got jumped in Chicago, to tell you the truth.
She had nothing.
Oh, shit.
Fucking with was it Jussie?
Yeah.
Like, guess what happened?
Bow, stay strong. Stay strong.
Nah, for real, we don't really know what happened. I think this is kind of fucked up because everybody's just jumping on Bow Wow's back like, this is the fuck he get, or Bow Wow trash. This nigga got his ass beat by a woman and shit like that, right? And I think that's fucked up because what if it literally was this nigga was trying to fucking defend himself by a chick? I'd have been in altercations.
Well, it looks like it. He looked like he got beat up by Catwoman.
But if he would have fucked her up, and if it was the other way around after that first goddamn scratch,
that's what I was about to say.
And then he would have beat her ass, and they would have took the mugshots, side to side. He would have looked fine, and then she would have looked like she got her ass beat.
They did post the mugshot side to side.
And
her makeup was what they say. Her face was still beat.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
Like, but Bow Wow, on the other hand, this nigga was like scarred up, like he dating somebody from Twilight or something.
Which is why I'm saying Bow Wow can't have a win. Listen, he could have took the Chris Brown route. He could have definitely did that.
He would have definitely got an L.
But yeah, he would have still lost. And it looks like he didn't even take that route. And he's still getting beat up for it. Damn it.
It's an LL.
All right, that's interesting what you just brought up. That's interesting what you just brought up. We have a situation where since neither of us have got to the bottom of it, as far as who knows how the investigation is going. We don't know who started it. Mm-hmm. But let's just say that Bow Wow wasn't the person that was scarred up on the picture.
Person of interest.
Let's just say if the side by side was of her with all types of scratches or maybe a black eye.
It wouldn't be no jokes.
Bow Wow would. I mean, even though he's damn near out of here, you like 1 yard from being out of here. Not a first down. You like 1 yard from being out the game.
Nigga staying up for growing up hip hop. That's the last string we giving you, nigga.
But if she'd have looked more fucked up than him on those mugshots,
oh yeah,
it wouldn't be no more growing up hip hop.
Nah. It'd be no more growing up hip hop.
He would be out of here on every level. We already don't listen to his music. We've outgrown it. I grew up listening to Bow Wow.
Nigga, you grew up listening to Bow Wow was.
I remember on Arsenio Hall when fucking Bow Wow was 5 years old.
Nigga was sea-walking and shit.
Yeah, you remember the famous Arsenio Hall.
Little Bow Wow, you just don't know.
That had to be 25 years ago. The nigga gotta be 30.
That nigga gotta be 30.
Yeah, one of the things, all right, I'm 41 years old, so I guess it sounds funny to some people saying I grew up listening to Bow Wow, but if you 11 years old and you've heard Bow Wow when he was 11, you did grow up listening to him. I wasn't grown at 11.
Nigga, how did you say you grew up listening to Bow Wow, but you was just talking about R. Kelly the other week? What was the R. Kelly group?
What
was the R. Kelly group that you kept saying? Public Enemy? What was the R. Kelly group? You was like, I grew up listening
to Announcement.
Public Announcement. That's what you kept saying. So I know Bow Wow and Public Announcement got a long different range, nigga.
No, when did R. Kelly when did Public Announcement first drop?
In the 90s, man. Bow Wow dropped in the 2000s.
Hey, fuck no.
Hell yeah.
2000, man, bro. Bow Wow.
Bow Wow was not in the 90s, bro.
No, Arsenio Hall wasn't on in no motherfucking 2000s.
That nigga was on
Arsenio Hall been going off 25 years or more.
Arsenio Hall was on his way out on that episode, bro.
We're not talking about on his way out. When that nigga was on the show, that was not 2000s. That wasn't 20 years ago. Arsenio Hall been going on.
This nigga was 1 year old, bro, dancing.
Who?
Bow Wow.
He was not one.
I don't know what this nigga talking about.
Dude, Arsenio Hall went off in 94.
Yo, was he?
So Bow Wow was on there early 90s, bro.
Bow Wow didn't even hit. Bow Wow didn't even hit in the early, to the late 90s, 2000s, bro. He was on a guest appearance on that show, and then 5 years later, this nigga to come back out.
I remember he did that.
I didn't say nothing about when he hit.
So how did you grow up with him? You can't
Bow Wow.
You can't see him once and say I grew up with the nigga.
I didn't say I grew up with him.
You said I grew up on him. You grew up on the nigga. What?
Man, let me see.
Yo, this nigga Bow Wow wasn't hot to the 2000s, bro, with Sierra.
Yeah, because he came out with that Big Mama House.
Yeah.
Some clap. Okay, yeah. It was,
nigga, just because somebody started off in the 90s don't mean they was a hit in the 90s.
It was still 18 years ago.
Nigga, you are 50, bro.
Bounce with me is 2000.
Right, nigga.
That's 18. That's 19 years now.
But I'm saying you was like 20, bro. I understand. You are 40 years old. 19 years ago, you was 20. Why would you listen to
Dude. Bow Wow.
Like, hold on, bitch. I'm about to throw this Bow Wow right quick.
Yeah.
Carry your shit out right quick.
I knew about Bow Wow since he was on Arsenio Hall in the 90s.
That nigga moved. He was like, nah, I'm cutting this public announcement off.
I didn't move shit. You threw public announcement in there. I never said nothing about public announcement.
I'm saying when you were talking. Oh, man, this thing is broke. When you was
What
talking,
phone is it?
It's not my phone, man. It's the porn phone. Yo, what is you?
Where the fuck is this phone coming from?
Yo, what is going on, dude?
Dude, I swear to God, I don't have a phone hooked up. How the fuck is it?
None of mine is not on.
Check the thing. Check the thing. Maybe you press a button on there.
Wow, somebody is messaging calling me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What's going on? All right, first of all, before we move the fuck on, nigga, I grew up on Bow Wow. Fuck what you talking about. Bow Wow was on Arsenio Hall way in the 90s.
Cortez, he got you all.
He mad now. Nigga, hold on, nigga.
I'm not mad. You can't make me mad.
Where the fuck was I listening to Bow Wow again? What year was that? What bitch was I fucking to Bow Wow?
What song was Bow Wow singing on Arsenio Hall?
Yo, he was singing Snoop Dogg song, nigga. He was remixing that shit. He didn't have a hit until the 2000s, bro. Like, nobody knew about Bow Wow except for Arsenio. That's it, and whoever watched
No,
it.
the world knew about Bow Wow. Shit, we was all watching Arsenio.
No, Ron. Nobody knew about Bow Wow except for you and Arsenio Hall. Nigga, he creep walked for
fucking
2.
Serious?
That nigga sung a song for 2 minutes.
Arsenio Hall was the biggest fucking black show out.
Nigga, when was Like Mike out? That's when he was a hit. When was that out?
No, he was a hit before because Big Mama's House came out before.
Okay, then Big Mama House then. Big Mama House. Big Mama House. What year was that? Because we're going to figure out when Ron was fucking with Bow Wow.
I was fucking with Bow Wow since Arsenio, nigga. Just like I just fucking said.
2000 is when he was out, bro.
Yep, that was
so,
2000.
How old were you?
I just said 2005 minutes ago. Now y'all can't know what the answer.
No.
Bounce with me in 2000. I just said that.
Saying you 40. How old are you?
But
right
before I said that, I said
okay. But how old are you right now?
I'm 41.
41. So if we go back,
y'all so silly.
19 years ago. How old are you, bro?
Let me see.
I'm 22.
Oh, he's right though. But at least he is right.
But you don't grow up on nobody at 22. You grow up on somebody when you in your teens.
Bow
Not
Wow.
22.
Bow Wow was on Arsenio Hall in 1993.
But
I just sat there and told him,
but when Bow Wow get hot, 2000. He didn't come out with his first album until 2000, bro. So you can't grow up on the motherfucker you seen one time on Arsenio Hall, bro. You can't. You can't.
That nigga used that joke twice and it was funny both times.
And he's almost 22.
Hey, Cortez had us over here doing math.
I know I'm not adding this shit up wrong. My little cousin, she like 4 or 5 years younger than me. She grew up on Bow Wow. She had that nigga poster up everywhere.
You can't grow up on nobody at 5. You don't have we didn't have playlists back then.
She was 5 at the time, nigga. I don't understand. You was 22 and I was 5.
No, that's not. Nigga.
I'm so done with both of y'all.
I'm not fucking with Cortez no more.
Hey, we gonna smoke this weed and pop a little Bow Wow later.
I was not fucking smoking weed that long ago.
He was like, nigga, I'm 22, nigga. Bow Wow's the shit. Bow Wow Wow. Look at that nigga C-Walk on Arsenio, nigga.
Y'all.
Oh my God. Are you done?
Yo, I'm never gonna forget about
Are you finished or are you done?
Yo, you said I'm never gonna forget about it.
Hold on, let's add up this. When the public announcement was hot. That's what I want to know, man. Public announcement.
I don't know where this post came from. I have never mentioned public announcement.
You don't remember when we was talking about R. Kelly last show? The last time you was like,
we never spoke about no motherfucking public announcement.
What was the? That's why I didn't know what you was talking about. What was you talking about when you was like, nigga? I'm talking about R. Kelly when he was here, and not R. Kelly when he's filling in your booty.
No, what I said. The R. Kelly, my favorite album of R. Kelly was 12 Play. That was like maybe 10 years before the rape accusations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I said on that show was like when everybody was talking about mute 'em and this and that. I'm like, bro, I fucking really there were songs. Don't get me wrong, but an album, 12 Play was my fucking R. Kelly joint, and that was pre-rape.
Okay.
So that's why I feel vindicated with like, dude, I only really like the 12 Play album.
12 Play. I'm sorry.
That shit was like 93 or some shit like that, 94. It was way before 2000. But public announcement, hell nah.
Excuse me.
Everybody talking about public announcement. Aaron Hall ran them days.
So in 1993, you was fucking with 12 Play. That's what I'm asking. In 1993, you was fucking with 12 Play, right?
I don't really remember if I was actually fucking with 12 Play came out.
Do you fucking remember Bow Wow playing after 12 Play?
Of course not.
Exactly, nigga. You didn't hear Bow Wow till 2000.
We didn't have mixtapes back then. We had to listen to the whole album. We had to take some shit out and put something in. See, you young niggas didn't know that. You tried to slide that in on me. I see you.
I was thinking about the radio, bro.
I see you.
Think about the radio in hot Chicago, man. Where you grew up, nigga, that you go and visit out of town. Nigga, I don't fucking understand.
I ain't never fucked to the radio.
That nigga said he visit. The nigga said, nigga, I go out of town all the time. I go home. Like, what? No, nigga, you are out of town right now. If that's the case,
if you've been somewhere 25 years and you go back home, nigga, that's out of town.
Yeah, I understand that. That's what she was trying to say earlier. You can't.
Why is Cortez trying to bully me this motherfucking day?
No,
listen, Cortez said I'm coming back.
This nigga came over here and got some vengeance on me. Like, you know what? I'm sick of you fucking being a hothead, blowing off on everything. I'm gonna get that Bow Wow. That nigga caught that Bow Wow shit and went off on me.
Nigga, because I knew you didn't grow up with pedophiles, nigga. I don't understand.
It wasn't pedophiles. Bow Wow, when everybody first seen that nigga on there, you weren't even born when Bow Wow was on Arsenio. How the hell you gonna tell me how I felt? You was not even here.
Nigga, me and Bow Wow the same age, so I know. You want to listen to my young ass.
You can't be the same age if I watching Bow Wow and you wasn't born.
Yo, Bow Wow is 31. Nigga, I am 31. Nigga, you are 41. You was too damn old to listen to Bow Wow at the time. Especially if you was
Wait a minute. How?
12 Play. Either you was too young for 12 Play or too fucking old for Bow Wow, nigga. You pick one.
I think I was too young for 12
Okay, then, nigga.
I don't even think I had no real pussy yet. I hadn't even gotten to bed yet. It was still in bathroom stalls when I was listening to fucking 12 Play, nigga.
Hold on. What year were you born?
So basically,
77.
Nigga, in 1993, you was old enough to be fucking to 12 Play, bro. Nigga, you was too damn old to be fucking to Bow Wow.
Now, back then, like my grandma said, chicks wasn't that fast. You had to court. You had to court back in my day. You wasn't just fucking on the first day.
Man was 15 years old.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Cortez said, not today, motherfucker.
This nigga just went off.
Nigga, you ain't gonna fucking play me like that.
I'm
tired of your shit.
I'm doing the math now, nigga.
Nigga, let's add this shit on up.
You know what? I'll give you this one, nigga.
I appreciate that.
It's about 5-1 on the show so far.
You gotta start somewhere.
Hey, 2019, I'm back, nigga. I'm on the vengeance. Nobody's gonna bully me no more.
It's a new year. We on, goddamn.
Oh my god.
All right, we're going into some serious shit.
Okay.
And since we talked for an hour and a half, we had some fun. You know what? I enjoyed this show. You roasted me.
Yeah, we roasted you.
We haven't touched the topic in an hour and a half.
Nigga, we've been talking about everything.
So we're going to talk. Well, let's talk about what's going on now.
All right.
Let's talk about what's going on now. And I want to say his name right. So the Empire Star, what is his name?
Jussie Smollet. That's just kind of nigga's name off of
Jussie Smollet? I have no idea.
I'm gonna tell you this real quick before you even begin the
Do
shit.
Do not say real quick and go 20 minutes.
No,
and
I promise you won't. I won't, bro. I was looking up one time like old black TV shows that probably only lasted like a single season and shit. Like his sister, the chick that play off of I think she play off of Master Debaters or something like that, or the Black Debaters or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, or I forgot what it's called. The Great Debaters. With she also played off of. She played off a lot of
I can't think of her
shit.
name. The fuck.
But I just thought it was just them two that was like actors, right? But then, like way back in the day in the 90s, the whole family was on TV and they had their own show, bro. Like these motherfuckers been around since a long ass time. So it's I just wanted to say like these niggas just didn't pop out the blue. Like them niggas been putting in work, bro.
Yeah, I knew the sister because she was the one that
It's
played
five
in
other of them.
There's 5 of them? Five
of them.
siblings? I didn't even know him. And you
They
know
all
what?
had a TV show.
I will not sit here and play like I know this guy.
Okay.
But this is in the news. I don't watch Empire, so I had no idea who he is. But the story's interesting.
He runs it, basically.
I have no idea.
He's one of the
All right.
Jamal.
Josie is how you said it?
Look how that nigga Jamal.
Yeah, because they
lying.
all got J's
Yeah.
in their names. The siblings.
Yeah.
all have J's.
All right, we'll go with the Jamal. Last week, there was a lot of commotion going on surrounding him and the incident in Chicago that took place. It was labeled as a hate crime because he's gay, right?
Yep.
So they said it was like a hate crime times 2 because he's black and he's gay, and allegedly the suspects were wearing, at first, this is what I heard at first, is that they were wearing MAGA hats. The Make America Great Again, whatever, the Trump bullshit. So as the story came out, at first everybody was like, celebrities were putting up rewards, like we're going to get these people, blah, blah, blah. But details of the story came out, and I'm not one to judge where I am, but I'm going to sit here and try to impartially talk about this topic. Now, the things that I've seen in the past week, okay, he was coming from a performance. Is that right? He was coming from a performance or like out of somebody's house or something. He was in Chicago.
I think he was going to get something to eat.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the second story, the first story, but I know the last story I read, he was supposed to be going to get something to eat.
Okay. And he was allegedly attacked after that. Walked out and it was jumped or something like that. And so many details of that have come out. Like how they jumped him. They were yelling like racial slurs. I've never heard homophobic slurs, but it was that was still included in the hate crime issue. But as the story went on, as the week went on, I mean, all right, I basically say he was hit in the face, stomped, and he had broken ribs, and he had bleach poured on him.
Yep.
As the story went on, all right, a noose a noose around his neck as well. Now, they said that he was on the phone with his manager during the whole ordeal. For the whole 60 seconds, they say the attack lasted about a minute.
Yeah.
And I don't know. All right, the police were investigating the situation. They wanted his phone. He wouldn't turn the phone over to him. So I just want opinions on that before I say anything about it. I really don't know what to say, but
I don't either. Listen.
I really don't know what to say. I never want to say, and people have been coming out in his defense like, okay, had it been black people jumping a white superstar, we never would question what was said, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
The phone wasn't damaged. He was getting jumped. It was snow. The phone would have dropped. It wouldn't have worked. You would have needed some rice or just all types of things are coming up. How do you feel about this situation?
Maybe he didn't give them the phone. At the time, he didn't give them the phone because let's not pretend that the police department in any state.
I thought you was about to drop a beat.
Damn.
I was gonna say,
Oh shit.
Doom.
maybe that was a sign that I shouldn't say nothing.
My bad.
Boom.
No. Maybe he didn't feel safe. Who trusts the police?
Right.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe for whatever reason that it'll come out later. He didn't feel comfortable with turning over evidence to them, and maybe he wanted to get lawyers or whoever involved first before he did that, and because if he's in upscale Chicago, he's not. Maybe he felt like there was a reason, or there was. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of
the nigga lied. Okay,
I was just about to say he didn't call the police until 45 minutes later.
45 minutes later, and I'm trying to justify the shit, but he
don't
called.
know.
They say that this nigga was out trying to get some Chicago meat, and this nigga, what they say is the nigga was going on his way to get something to eat, and he got jumped, and all this shit happened. But they saying like they don't see none of this shit coming from the hotel or checking like street lights or nothing. Like they just don't fucking see it. Then they saying like the injuries that he had ain't fucking true. But then, you know, like for what I follow and see from the dude, he seemed like a real stand-up kind of guy. But like you said, like they put out a persona. You don't really fucking know that guy until you really fucking meet him, you know? Yeah. So I really don't know what his mindset like is. So I don't know if he's lying or not, but social media is just eating this shit up.
I don't know. I
can't figure it out either.
Yeah, I need more from both because
I don't even really care about this situation though. Like I know we're supposed to stand together as black people.
I'm about to say I care about it to a certain extent, even though I had no knowledge of this man prior because I don't watch the show, or I had no prior knowledge of his family's TV shows or movies or whatever you said they partook in. But I just don't want people coming out. And I say this line, I have no idea. Like Bianca said, we got to get deeper into the story. We got to get more facts. But it would be fucked up if people are out here making up things to get attention, especially a hate crime.
I don't think
because we know how racially charged, we know the racially charged society we live in. And if you just inflame emotions like that and the situation doesn't seem valid, it's like, okay, now when someone comes out and it really does happen, like have you ever been telling the truth to a motherfucker and it just felt like he was lying because it was just so outlandish?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want nobody to feel like that, especially if they are people. You know what I mean? Celebrity or whoever the fuck. I just don't like that aspect of it. Hopefully he's not lying. But I don't get the part, like, a lot of people have defended him not giving over the phone. No, most of us don't trust the police, blah, blah, blah. But what did you have in that phone that you didn't want the police to see? Like, you could, if this is an investigation that you want to be solved, you want criminals to be caught, then I think you should help in the investigation.
So listen, do they need the phone to see like phone records that he was on his phone with his manager?
I have no idea.
Because that could be the only reason why I'm thinking they would want the phone. If he said, I was on the phone with my manager at this time, and them to say, well, we need to know that you were on the phone with your manager at this time. And for him to say, okay, well, I'll give you phone records to show that I was on the phone with my manager at this time. But what else the fuck do you need my phone for?
Man, I'm not sure if they need your phone to find out your location at the times that you said.
You could do that without even having the phone.
Can you? See, I have no idea.
I ain't never heard nobody ask for their phone out of the victim.
You can listen. You can do that all.
I mean, I've seen it on the first 48, but they were deceased. You know what I mean?
I've never even seen it in the movie.
I have heard. Well, not in the movies, but I have seen.
Let me see your.
I know you got raped, but let me see your phone.
I have no idea, but I just hope he's not lying.
Right.
You know what? I hope he's not lying. I really, really do. Because like you said, when you cry wolf, it's.
You know who fucked up? This is a segue. You know who fucked up though?
This is a segue. Who is?
Tekashi 69. That nigga fucked up.
Great. That was on my list of topics.
That nigga fucked
That was a
up.
segue.
Dude,
hell of a segue.
Hell of a segue. See how I did that one?
Hell of a segue.
I'm on my shit today.
You on your shit, you done roasted my ass. Now you coming up with segues.
Nigga, segues, bro.
This fool
Yo,
said,
think
I still fuck with Bow Wow on the Arsenio House shot.
Little Bow Wow has about 5 braids in his head.
He like, nigga, I grew up off of Tiger, nigga. I grew up off of, nigga. Like,
hey, man, I grew up watching the Kardashians.
That nigga performed, bro, on Jay Leno.
Hey, nigga, no, nigga, go into the new topic.
Okay, the segue is this nigga Tekashi 69. This is what's funny about Tekashi 69 is like when he first came out, people was like, this nigga is ignorant as shit. Like this nigga is fucked up in the head, right?
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah, but then you listen to more of his song, you're like, this nigga up here like really telling what the streets is doing out there, right? This nigga is really talking about shit that, you know, like real niggas. It's like trap music, but from Brooklyn or some shit, right? So I remember him being on Charlemagne. I mean, not on Charlemagne, but on the Breakfast Club. And Charlemagne was like, bro, you not going to, in this next year, like, you're going to either be dead or in jail. Like, there is no in between. Like, you just do too fucking much. Like, he was just like, nah, cuz, like, or blood or whatever. Yeah. He was saying, like, how this shit ain't going to happen. And he did quote, he was like, nigga, this is going to be the most views that you ever had on your show, right?
That was true.
And that was true.
Fucked up,
but the shit, reason why is because everybody feel the same way about this motherfucker. Like, this nigga is stepping in people's hoods, thinking he can't get shot, doing way too much.
Yeah.
And then finally, one day, this nigga was going through all these court cases. We was like, oh, this nigga not gonna fucking make it. Like, you can't keep going through this many court cases and think you not gonna. Well, you think you R. Kelly, nigga? You not gonna fucking make it.
That motherfucker in that motherfucking interrogation room, begging like he sweat.
Oh, this nigga running out of strikes.
So this nigga found, like, this is how you knew he was fucking up, because out of the blue, he fired his whole team. He's like, nigga, I ain't running with these niggas no more. Like, I'm done with these fucking niggas, right?
That was the point that the feds moved in.
Oh, they knew it, because they knew he was about to die.
They wanted to wait until they could get more.
Some of that.
But as soon as the feds, as soon as he... Oh, wait a minute. Let me slow it down real quick. Oh, I had to put my leg up real quick. I got to talk about this. Not all the way up for those y'all visioning. Y'all couldn't see beyond the face.
You about to school us on some real shit, ain't you?
Yeah, this is how I see this whole situation.
How the streets work, man.
I think, well, no, not how the streets work. We ain't got time for that. We got to do a whole podcast on how the streets work. Damn. But this is what I'm saying in this Tekashi 69's situation. Mm-hmm. For me, I think Tekashi 69 was just a pawn in the whole situation. Tekashi was a kid who was hot. And first of all, I've been looking at this situation like he's getting fucked from the beginning. Before he ever found out that they were only giving him like 10% of his show money, all of the bookings that his manager was getting. I saw a video over a year ago, and I think I talked about it on this show. Mm-hmm. His manager called, you know how when broke people call and check their credit card balance, they might say, you have 1,700. This motherfucker did this shit, and it was like millions. But Tekashi wasn't even at the level yet. He didn't have that type of money.
Right.
So I'm already off the flip thinking, all right, he fucking this little nigga. He pimping him, because your manager would not have
millions.
Your manager would have the same amount of money as you or less. Depending on your contract. The record label gonna get more than you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the way I see it is the people he was involved in through his immediate company, because, you know, you have your immediate record label and then you have the parent record label. Mm-hmm. That makes most of the money. Epic, Jive, whoever the fuck they were signed with. But I think that what they did was they already had the criminal enterprise in mind. They capitalized off Tekashi 69's name, and of course his money was funding what the fuck they had going on. Mm-hmm. Tekashi was getting his bread they giving him. He went on that ignorant shit that a lot of 20-year-olds would do. Mm-hmm. Shootouts, I'm trolling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The shit, shit that can get you 3 to 5.
Easy.
Now, the racketeering and fucking drug charges, selling kilos of heroin, I don't think he was smart enough for that. Mm-hmm. I don't think this motherfucker even, well, I know for a fact that he may have known that the people he was dealing with, the people who were controlling him, was doing that shit, but I don't think he knew that his name was involved in it.
Right.
And when he got caught, you know how the feds do. We gonna catch you. First of all, one of the things conspiracy does, no matter what you say, if you funding it, knowingly or unknowingly, we getting you too.
But you read the documents, right?
No, I didn't read the documents. TMZ released them because they've been telling on this nigga since the beginning.
Right. The documents say that when he had made the plea deal, he was telling them,
goddamn,
everything that he did and everything everybody else did. He said he shot at people, he paid people to shoot at people. He said he sold bricks. Like, he was saying this by himself. So it wasn't just people setting him up. Like, this nigga was doing shit.
Do you know what?
I mean, from my point of view, I can't see this
that?
nigga selling bricks. I mean,
but why would he say that? Why would he say I'm selling bricks if I ain't
that's
selling
a
bricks?
great ass question.
I mean, like, I think this
as
nigga,
far as the shooting people and paying people to shoot at people, because nobody actually got shot.
No, nobody else got
So
shot.
this is what I'm saying. I'm under the belief that was him. Because you get a motherfucker the front line and we take the back line. I just didn't think that he was involved in the criminal enterprise to the extent that the feds were thinking. But when the feds coming, they getting everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think. Well, if he said he was selling a brick and he told the fucking police that, then I guess he was selling a brick. But
right.
I just didn't think I just didn't take the motherfucker for having the fucking common sense to understand the situation that you were in. Because first of all, you came because we saw the pictures. Well, I saw the pictures.
But think about this:
from 1 or 2 years removed from being broke as fuck, a snotty nosed motherfucker who can't even take care of his kid, to all of a sudden having a little money. I'm like, okay, why in the fuck you wasn't selling heroin before you got a deal? So what the fuck makes you sell heroin when you get a record deal and you playing with hundreds of thousands, even millions?
It's definitely the people around him.
Was he a pawn? Of course he was.
Right.
It's kind of like if when you in a room on movies, when you're in a room and then one person kills somebody and they be like, everybody touch the gun. Everybody got to touch it, and I'm taking it. You know what I mean? Because
you watching that gangster shit.
Because just
I ain't never seen that.
Fuck you watching.
Because just in case if I get in trouble, we all get in trouble. You know what I mean?
She seen Scarface too. I ain't seen that shit. You got a copy on you?
Well, not you, Cortez. You wouldn't even walk out of town by yourself. So
Hell no.
But no. So what I'm saying is, it's like, if you're going to get some of this money too. So if you got to get some of this money too, you got to do something. You're not controlling this, but you got to do something.
Yeah.
He can't make a deal with the feds if he has nobody to tell on.
Right.
Obviously, he has someone to tell on.
But look at the deal. Do you know the details of the deal? He pleaded for a minimum 47 years.
So he had that. So he had to do some shit to plead for 40.
No, and I believe he did.
I mean, I believe he did some shit, but if you know the way the feds work, they come at you and they scare the fuck out of you. He was broke. Before the Tekashi 69, whatever the fuck his prior name was, we gonna go to that a year before he became Tekashi 69. Okay. When the feds come to you, if the feds come to me right now and get me with conspiracy like we doing this podcast, we've fucking caught Bianca and Cortez doing this, and that, and you're involved in it. Hey, you got to talk or you're going to get this, and that. Not saying I'm going to snitch, but they scared the fucking shit out of this 22-year-old. For you to plead guilty to a 47-year sentence?
I'm with you. I'm with both. Do I think that he did some of the shit? I do.
I don't think the nigga was selling heroin.
Do I think that he ran the whole show?
Nah.
No, but do I think that they put him out here like, you gonna do some of this shit too? There's no way I'm going to give you all this money. You're going to blow up. I'm helping you.
That was baby money compared to from what I hear they were making.
The process he was a pawn, but the process was for that nigga to eat too. So it was like, they was like, nigga, we gonna make sure we put you on. Like, you the face. We gonna put you on. But on the flip side, whatever money you make, we don't need a little bit of that so we can flip this drugs or whatever.
He said it on a Breakfast Club. He found that he was thinking he was making $300 a show when he was really getting paid $3 million.
That nigga knew he was making.
No, he didn't know. That's why he fired his team before the feds grabbed him.
No,
he was ignorant to all of that shit.
No. He fired his team not because of the money. He fired his team because
you didn't watch the Breakfast Club. He said it out of his own mouth.
I know, but I'm saying like what the documents show is two different things. Like when the FBI had got the nigga, they was about to kill the nigga because they was already thinking about killing the nigga.
I heard that.
I saw that. That's what TMZ said, but TMZ been doing a lot of speculation.
No, I'm saying like I know what you're saying. Like TMZ said that, but that was in the documents. Yeah, that was in the paperwork. That
How's gonna be in the documents that the motherfucker said it's gonna kill you?
No, that's what the FBI, the transactions the FBI was having, that's what they had said. So they was like, we gotta make, because the phone call was the two niggas was on the phone and they was like, well, nigga, we gonna kill this nigga.
It.
Yeah, and the FBI
I heard that, but
we gotta come and get this nigga. So they got this nigga before he died, and they got everybody else too.
This is the same publication that said that they got Tekashi 69 calling a hit, and they showed the whole fucking phone clip, and there was no call on a hit.
No hit. Yeah, I can understand that.
TMZ and that bullshit that they putting out, like I'm not riding with that.
Either way, whatever.
No, it's not. No, either way, whatever. A life is being taken. TMZ putting out.
You don't think he deserves
you was
to be
riding.
47?
I do not think this nigga deserve a 47-year sentence.
You was riding.
No way.
You was riding.
You mean like
from my standpoint, I think that it was a pawn. I think most of the fucking things that were going on was like way over his head. But just like when you go to work, like you paid to do a certain job. Mm-hmm. You don't know shit that's going on in the front office or none of that bullshit. This motherfucker was just a pawn. Tekashi 69 was not that type. He not built like that.
I can't feel sorry for him.
I didn't say I feel sorry for him, but I could just look at a motherfucker because I've used people as pawns before. And he's the fucking perfect example of a pawn.
And there's plenty of people that are locked the fuck up right now because they were pawns. And that's
what I'm telling you, but that's
and
make it right.
And in life,
so it's right though.
I don't think he should get that many years either. But like how many times
he should not get that many years because he had no idea what the fuck they were doing. They've been raping him since the beginning. So what would make somebody think
he knew this shit because Charlamagne told him. I don't understand. Charlamagne told this nigga he's fucking up. Only thing he had to do was just step away.
No, but look, all right, look.
That's some G shit. Like you.
The first interview. You got to look at the first interview compared to the second interview. Mm-hmm. The first interview, you got OGs telling them.
He was wilding in that first interview.
Yeah, of course. I never said the nigga wasn't wilding. I never said he wasn't on no criminal shit. He was on the petty bullshit in the front.
No, I'm saying like when he was wilding on the first one compared to the second one, what is the difference?
He was still wilding in the second one, but on the second one he had wised up and felt he was being played.
And what did he do?
And right before he got his act together, the feds said, okay, we can't have that.
Exactly.
Now we coming to get you. You can't get your act together. We corralling all of you motherfuckers up as one. Because the crazy thing is, since he's the face, he's the financier,
exactly,
the feds coming to get y'all because without you, there's no case.
Nigga, you sound like
you making the money. Bro, man, come on, dude.
Preach.
I know. Look. There would be no case without Tekashi 69. Exactly. They did not want Tekashi 69 to fucking wise up and fucking get his ass out of it.
Right.
Because you have no case with the rest of them because the money goes with you once you go over there.
Right.
So, man, Tekashi 69 was a pawn. He knew, I believe, it. Like, I don't know these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not from New York. I ain't never been in New York. Right. But I can say this. Them niggas played a good game. They brought in a money maker to finance their criminal enterprises, and they got caught. They just did it stupid. They could have got out. You know how motherfuckers be like, nigga, you had 20 million. Why you didn't get out? That's another one of those cases. Now all of you motherfuckers going.
Yeah, but I definitely don't think he was naive to the fact. Nigga, money adds up. This nigga is doing way too much.
I think he was naive to the whole picture, to the bigger picture.
Probably to the bigger picture what the feds was building up. I think exactly he was naive, but little shit would tell you, nah, this shit don't seem right. Like, imagine me, right? And somebody like, nigga, we about to put you on comedy, but we these gangster niggas, and we gonna make sure that you good. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I ain't never messed with gangster niggas before.
I mean, but
something don't add up. Like,
that's
why
the
do
exact
I need these
situation I'm speaking of. With Tekashi, this nigga was not a gangster. Even when we saw him trolling, he was not a gangster.
He had to know this shit ain't adding up.
But bro, when you coming out the ghetto.
He was in the ghetto. You've been in the
ghetto.
That's
what I'm saying. When I'm still in the ghetto. When you come out of these situations, but I'm a little bit smarter than that. You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker can't come to me at 20 though. Like who knows? I can't act like I wouldn't do some stupid shit at 20 for those amounts of dollars because I've never had them.
Right.
Like now all of a sudden you doing shit for your mama. You buying your mama's houses and you taking care of your family. And these motherfuckers already got a picture. Like most of these niggas, I mean dude, the plan was already in place before they got the pawn. They just got him, and they put him in it. And now, the crazy thing is, he probably won't get out till he's 69 years old. Ain't that fucked up?
That's really sad. That's really sad he made
Well, maybe he should have got maybe 20.
I'm not that heartless. The boy got played, now he wasted his life. I'm not that heartless.
I feel like this, though. What is the difference? And I hate to bring this back up, but what is the difference between when we had conversations about like females when people say, well, even though they was 14 or they was 16, they knew better than to fuck with somebody older. And we say, oh, well, they were young. They were young. Yeah, they were young, but they knew better. No, they were.
The difference in that, and that's the question you asked, the difference in that is that those people that we judge and say they were young and you do better, they won't be charged because the law says that they don't know better. And only the motherfucker who took advantage of them will go to jail. In this situation, he was young and didn't know better, but the feds don't give a fuck.
But this is what
we need you for our case. They cannot prosecute somebody who's been raped or molested or anything like that. Those are two totally different things.
But what I'm saying is, period, age plays a big part, whether you're a male or female. Age plays a big part on decisions that you also make in life. They do. It just does. But sometimes.
How old was he?
22. He's 22 now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how old he was when he first got in. But age plays a big...
He only been in a couple years, so he was already old, like 20.
Yeah, more like 20. But it does. It plays a... If you look at somebody who's young, whether it be for money, to be a pawn, for sex, whatever it is, yeah, this person could say, like you said, you being young, saying, this shit don't sound right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know them. But it's kind of like... But let me try my hand, or let me see, because you don't think that something that bad is going to happen.
I mean, yeah, of course.
And but that's in any situation. Whether you a female, you fucking with a nigga, you like, I don't think something really this bad is going to fucking happen until it does. Which was always my point. Like when you are younger and you make decisions, you're not making those decisions as an adult, as someone who's been through shit, and you like, nah, I ain't gonna touch this. Yeah. I know this is crazy. You're making those decisions as a kid. Whether you out in these streets trying to get money or fame or whatever, whether you a female who trying to get some attention from a nigga and you 13 or you 14-year-old, you're making decisions as a kid. You're not making decisions as, so does it fucking suck that he got played as a fucking pawn? Yes, I think more people...
That's the thing I want to hear from you. He got played.
But I think more people would feel sorry for him if the approach was just different. If the approach was like...
We can't do that, though, Bianca.
But it doesn't matter.
I don't.
But it doesn't matter. We do, because when you look at a girl and you say, oh, yeah, she's 14, but she dressed like she's 20. So
I don't think like that. The motherfucker who think like that and fucked with her, he deserves to go to jail, not her.
Not talking about fucked with her. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when we see females, or we see somebody in society does it all the time. We'll see a female dress a certain way, or she'll say, well, shit, I was raped. And you'll go back and look like, shit, look how you dressed. Or look how you won't. And I'm not saying you won't, because I wouldn't either. But I'm just saying the majority would bring that into question, as far as even a young girl would bring that to question. Like, yeah, she's 13 or she's 14, but she out here dressed like she's 20, and she should know better than that.
You could be 20 and dress like that. Nobody is accusing no bullshit.
But what I'm saying is, as a majority with society, period, not you, not me, not Cortez, as the majority of society, what? It's kind of like this. When he went to court, he took them teeth out his mouth, right? You start dressing up. You dyed your hair back. You did all these things. Why? Because that is how they're going to look at you. It's not about how they feel. It's about how they are going to look at you, how your approach is going to be when you step into that courtroom.
Uh-huh.
And that's just the way it is. It's just does it suck? Fuck yeah, it sucks.
I was about to say,
fuck yeah.
You can't be that fucking heartless to where you think this motherfucker. I think the word innocent will be too strong because he did some shit.
I definitely don't believe that.
But me being a street nigga, and you don't even have to be a street nigga, street person, woman, whatever you want to put after street. If you are making $300,000 a show, how does it benefit you to sell a kilo of heroin? I just saw you give that to somebody. That part right there, and the feds released that. That part right there, like, makes no sense. But as far as the feds, they don't give a fuck. We not looking at you as an individual. We looking at y'all as an enterprise, and anything we can get because the conspiracy charges are the biggest on him, and we know what conspiracy is. It was actually formed to fucking imprison black people, but he's not a white person, so we'll use it on you too. I cannot think, if I'm making $300,000, I ain't gonna say a night, I don't know how many shows he had. If I'm making, let's say I got 3 or 4 shows, I made $1 million this week. Why in the fuck am I gonna go and sell a kilo of fucking heroin for 30, 40,000, whatever it's going for? I ain't in that. But Like, that doesn't make sense. But you throw that money away on a bitch.
You know what the crazy thing is, though? I do believe, like, when we have conversations, and we've said this on this show plenty of times, like, who was around you that were I find it hard to believe when we are the only people who are saying you should make better choices. I find it hard to believe that someone is not, like you said, Charlamagne told him, like, hey, I find that hard to believe that Charlamagne was the first person to say, niggas is playing you. It does it, because we say that, if I was around them, I would tell them this. Mm-hmm. It don't mean somebody.
I think we all say that.
We do. It doesn't mean someone's going to listen, though. It agreed. We agree as far as getting that much time. Mm-hmm. But the shit, the Feds been doing that for regular niggas for years.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And regular niggas should have had people around them too. But the thing about his situation, before we get off of it and go at least one more topic, I think, all right, first of all, his father was killed. His mama barely fucking speak English. His sisters are younger. He doesn't have any older brothers. When you get thrust from a broke person, you know how social media is and YouTube is. He got hot. He got hot real quick. He got slashed up by some people. They're not, like, he's not even from here. That's why nobody was sitting here telling him. It's hard for people eating off you to tell you the right thing. Like, if somebody was based here, he's not from America.
But he sure was rapping like this nigga was from America.
Because he did grow up here, but his mama snuck him. I mean, bro, and forgive me for knowing too much about Tekashi 69, but I watched that type of shit. I watched all of his interviews from Angie Martinez to The Breakfast Club. I watched that type of shit. So I've heard the story. Like, none of his family are even here. He's sending money back to the crib. You know what I mean? Like, this dude had nobody over here to tell him, or even if you are over here, you know who you have to learn. I mean, if you're from another fucking country, you got to come over here and learn this shit. And most of his people weren't even here.
I just find, maybe it's just, I don't know. I feel like
Don't go so hard on this nigga. The nigga 22.
You know what?
I wouldn't have liked you when you was 22. You wouldn't have liked me.
You know what? No, it's not. It's just like y'all say, as far as the other story, like, not really. I don't know. I just really don't. I to get all that time, it does suck, but I guess I'm not as into it as far as right is right, wrong is wrong. This is true. It's as far as, like, the Feds fucking people over, especially fucking people of color over.
Yeah.
Shit is, whether you're a superstar or not, that shit's been a go. That shit's been a go, and it's gonna be a go for a long fucking time. Do I feel like it's that 47 years? I mean, do I feel like that's a good thing? Fuck no. I don't, but I don't feel like, depending on certain situations, like if you out here killing motherfuckers, I mean, age wise, that sucks, because you didn't get the chance to learn as far as, like, right and wrong or to do better. At the end of the day, somebody's fucking gone. Somebody's fucking gone for a decision. And I'm not trying to say he made that decision. I'm just saying, period.
It sucks.
Period.
I'm about to say anybody who died, that nigga had nothing to do with that.
It's a fucked up situation. However, I don't.
That nigga was just too cocky the whole time.
That's what I hear all the time.
Like,
so
he was just
what?
too cocky the whole.
I'm a cocky nigga, so if I go down, y'all gonna be like, nigga, you know what? Fuck it. The nigga was too cocky.
How can we?
No, I'm saying, like, when you too cocky,
that's one of the reasons I defend him. I'm one of those people.
But you saying no matter what, like, you gonna be who the fuck you are, right?
Yeah, but
no matter the consequences. Like, he was just too.
No, that's what
cocky.
I'm disputing. That's what I'm disputing. The consequences when you're talking about 47, 50 years, he wasn't looking at that. He looking at the maybe year or two probation violation. We've all not done that. But right, I'm just saying, right. I've been out here on probation, riding around with pistols. You know what I mean? Doing all kind of weird ass shit. I've been there.
But when
you talk about the background of murdering motherfuckers and trying to start a cartel, that wasn't me.
But even hood niggas that have like talked about him and said, like, dude moving funny. Like, dude moving way too fucking funny. Like,
yeah, because most of them niggas you can talk to ain't never had $1 million in the bank.
Like,
he moving hella fucking suspicious.
And he is. And as he was. I guess, like I said, I guess it's like the Josie situation. I don't want to say it's Jussie, Josie. It's this situation.
What's the last topic? What we got?
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, don't get that nigga all them years. Let that motherfucker grow up. Give him 5. He shot at motherfuckers. He did all kind of old weird shit. He trolling motherfuckers. He caused some disturbances. But this nigga wasn't no kingpin.
They gonna get a nigga more than 5.
I mean, shit, yeah. The feds, yeah.
Yeah, they gonna get
but that don't mean it's gonna be right. So, I have no idea.
Next topic. Let's see. No more Bill Cosby conversations. No more.
No more Bill Cosby. We're done with Bill.
Unless we want to. Kamala Harris. Let's talk about that. There are a lot of people.
Who?
There are a lot of people running for president. Do you know? They said last time I checked, it was I think it was like 217.
460.
Okay, see, so this is since I've checked. So 460 people are trying to run for president. Do you know how hard this is going to be?
Well, it's only 2.
Well, it's only going to be 2 to get it, but
Yeah.
they have to. But you have to pick the top people to run.
But it ain't gonna be hard.
That's going to be hard.
People already know who's at the top of that list. You know what I mean? Like, people know. We know fucking Bernie ain't gonna make it this year. Bernie's running. Like, we ain't fucking with Bernie this year.
I wanted Bernie.
We ain't fucking with Bernie. Bernie was
Why
2.
not? We should have fucked with Bernie and we wouldn't be in this position now.
I know, right? But we about to make a dramatic change, and Bernie ain't gonna be able to stick around for that long. So we can't fuck with Bernie.
Bernie ain't got to 2020.
We just got to find somebody who could be a good vice. And we could get 2. We could get 2 good ones. If Bernie don't hold on, we could get a good vice. The vice come in like, oh shit, I'm here. To be like, oh, okay. We still okay.
Bernie out the first year. Medical leave at best. Like,
I don't know.
They say medically the niggas out.
right.
I never heard a nigga say medically.
No, I'm talking about medical leave. This nigga.
Oh, medical leave.
This nigga gonna be.
Bernie done made it through.
How many days I got?
This nigga got FMLA.
FMLA. You taking over for a little bit?
Bernie done made it through the riots, and if he vegan, he got another 10 years at least.
That nigga Bernie is gonna jog one lap around the goddamn.
Let me see if Bernie
Oval Office, and that nigga's gonna be gone.
Let me see if Bernie a vegan.
And then what's gonna be there?
I doubt if he's a vegan.
Olivia gonna be down there dictating that shit in the Oval Office. Bro. That's what we really need. We need Olivia down here.
I doubt if he's a vegan.
We could check and see. He got 10 years if he is.
You know what? Even though white people eat meat, they should be qualified as vegans because they meat don't taste like nothing.
Listen, Donald is 72. Bernie's 77.
I was just about to say, you know what? Black people talk, and I love my people. I love our food.
This nigga Trump is a wealthy 72.
Okay, Joe Biden is 76.
Joe Biden look like a good 76 though.
All of them motherfuckers rich though.
But
Bernie got to be a billionaire.
Bernie
Bernie
like,
can afford medical care.
Right.
Sanders
Bernie
admits his age is an issue in 2020.
Nigga, you 80 years old. Bernie, you 80 years. Nigga, who's gonna change you, bro?
Most presidents die late as hell. You ain't never heard of a president die hella early.
And
when you become president, you gonna make it to 80.
No, hold on. When you was president in the fucking 1900s, nigga, now you can't be president at 80. You can't be George Washington at 80. No, nigga, we need a 30-year-old in that bitch.
George Bush Sr. was old as fuck.
Who? George
Bush Sr.
Exactly.
He was in his 80s.
And that was before real pollution. Like, the ozone layer is
sound like Al Gore.
Nigga, the ozone layer is fucked up. Global warming.
No,
nigga,
he got hit.
That nigga Bernie is a
let me look
deaf 80, nigga. Like,
let me look at Bernie.
You a fucked up 80. You are not a good 80. I could not vote for you.
Bernie take long ass naps, man. Bernie take naps. He don't even know where the fuck
as long
he
as he ain't got to do a State of the Union address that night, he good.
Nigga, where the fuck am I at?
But you know what?
Austin.
Here's the plan. The problem is nobody has a plan because we think about presidents. We don't think about vice. Like people keep talking about get rid of Trump. Do you know who the fucking vice president would be? Worse. A lot worse. And he's smart. See, he's smart, which makes things worse.
I don't know if he's smart, but that nigga's definitely worse.
Pence is fucking smart, which makes things a lot worse.
That nigga going down too.
You could do a dummy.
I was just about to say,
they both going down.
If they take niggas down for conspiracy, whatever that nigga been telling you while we was in, y'all, if Donald Trump go to jail, you take both of them niggas. Because he know.
Listen, Bernie, all we got to do, because Bernie's, like you said, Bernie's the face. Everybody like, oh, Uncle Bernie. Then we get a good vice. The vice come in, and the vice probably, the person that's going to be the vice probably wouldn't even been able to be president.
Republicans is going to fucking win if we don't get this shit together fast. This is some bullshit. Like, Bernie cannot run, and what's the girl name? I'm not really good with politics. What's the girl name you had named at the beginning?
The black girl, Kamala Harris. Is Camilla?
And this is not even me hating. And I could be very wrong because I was wrong about the Chiefs this year. So forgive me. I could be very wrong. But
y'all still hate it when they lost though. All right.
I didn't hate, but I don't think she's gonna win either. Like she gotta go up against Make America Again white people.
I've been hearing the people say they love her, but she's not strong enough.
She's not strong enough to handle that shit. Like she gotta go these niggas, man. Like, that's going to be hard. I don't care what nobody say. People think, like, everybody won't Trump out. This nigga has a large audience of rich fucking people that can make moves. And that's it. This nigga get voted in again.
I agree with that. He could buy another election.
Yeah, he can buy another election. He can move shit without even talking at this point, right? Like, people know, like, you know what the fuck the president want. Mm-hmm. Don't say shit to me.
Trump?
Don't say shit to me or the president. Just do your fucking job.
I agree.
If you get caught, nigga, you ain't never heard from me.
But I do think that a lot of the people that voted for him are kind of reconsidering their votes because he's fucking affected them in a negative way.
He went down
the whole
to
4 years.
He literally went down to 37%. So since and these are people who voted for you, I think they did a smart move. What they did was
who fuck come up with these numbers? Because I didn't get not one slip.
No, they got
popularity. Him. I didn't get no popularity.
Did you
I'm talking about you just. I'm saying like you just came up with that stat. Like 30, he's down 34%. Like who? How do you know that?
Because they do polls.
Yeah, they do polls all the time. They did polls on Barack Obama all through the 8 years.
Where the polls come out at? Because I want to vote.
Have
you voted for a poll?
You vote I have. You pick your. It's not like you go in and you. It's not like you go in the office and be like, I want to do a poll.
Right.
What you do is like CNN has polls all the time. Like different people have polls that you can jump on.
They pull them from polls from,
and they ask if you would be, different.
And I'm guessing they go to
reputable.
One that's, they go
not
to one
like just some rinky dink. But so he went down because I think what they wanted to do was people think Trump is like just the white people. I care about white people. Trump care about money. White people think Trump care about white people. Real people know that nigga cares about money. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't that, he wouldn't have shut down the government. They lost billions. Billions.
I'm going to sit here, and this is my point of view on this raggedy-ass political state of the United States. Mm-hmm. A lot of people know that Trump does not care about them. Mm-hmm. But let's just say if I make a post, a meme, or anything about Donald Trump, if you go through those comments, you'll see Latinos. I rarely see a black person saying Trump 2020, but you'll see and I always click on it because I have to know. I have to see you. Mm-hmm. Something you can look at a person and look at their background. I'm seeing people in trailer parks saying Trump 2020. Woo! They really a lot of these. A lot of these comments are meant to piss people off because they know how high racial tension is. Trump 2020, we have a wonderful president. He's making America great again. I'm like, dude, just from the looks, and I could be wrong. Of course, anybody could be wrong by looking at cover and judging a book. Mm-hmm. But most of those books look fucked up. Trump don't care about you.
Woo!
So why would you endorse this person just to start some type of like argument between us. It's like that's one of those people that Trump is one of those things that has come along in this country, and people will say Trump 2020 just to start something. Not saying that a lot of these motherfuckers aren't just fucking stupid and they say, I'm going to vote for you.
Because a lot of them are.
Because a whole lot of them are. But a lot of the people, they were like, dude, this is the topic of not just the day. This is what's going on. So I want to ride this wave, and I don't see why they do it. All right.
Trash.
Let's go real quick to Kamala Harris. 54-year-old black woman. And since I made the post about black men or women being pro-black, can they marry outside of their race? I have seen a lot of people say, okay, Ron, you got to see the real her. And some of the things that were posted, videos I was tagged in, posted I was tagged in, kind of did make it seem like, okay, she's not really all 100% for black people. But a lot of these things are unfounded. I don't have the research department to figure out if they were true statements or not. But this was the topic that I want to weigh in on this show. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that there are no wrinkles in her outfit. Let's just say she's a pro-black woman, 54 years old, former DA of San Francisco, senator of California. And let's just say that she's all the way 100. Just for argument's sake, just to set this up. Mm-hmm. Can you be pro-black? Can you focus on black issues? Can you focus on black empowerment, male or female, when you're married outside of your race? And just to condense that a little bit and be specific, married to a white person. Can you sleep, live, marry, engage in a relationship with a person that's white and fight for black issues, stick up for black?
I'm
about to say I couldn't find a word. I said issues too early. But can you still stick up for black people? Can you really be focused on as a black leader when you're married to a white person?
I think you can. I think Bianca said it before. It was white people that was marching with us. Like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? Like, if it's my preference, or you saying like, oh, you just chose this white woman because of blah blah blah. But if I fell in love with this particular person, it wasn't because of their race. It's because I really loved them genuinely, right? And they're good for me, right? Mm-hmm. And I've tried different things. This is what I like, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think that negates the fact that you want to do right by the black culture. Like most of these people don't even want to be the token black person. Yeah. You put them as a token black person. Mm-hmm. Like what does it do? Jordan Peele? Is that name? Yeah. Jordan Peele? Like, he ain't never got up and was just like, I'm fighting for pro-black people. He was just like, this is what I'm making. This is what I like. This is what I'm doing. Of course, I got the messages because I want people to see it. But don't judge me because, like, people think because I do the I'm So Why Not thing, like I'm some community activist. Mm-hmm. And I don't take that title because I'm not into politics. I don't do a lot within the community as I'm trying to fight for new neighborhoods or anything like that. My only job is to try to find some peace in the middle of the chaos. So that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm pretty much just saying, like, let's go to the fucking park. Let's have a good time. It's on me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then people be like inboxing me or telling me stuff like, come to this meeting, do this. We need you at this meeting. We need you at this meeting. We need your voice. We need your voice. And I'm like, I'm not that voice. Like, I will bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't want to be the voice. Mm-hmm. Like, some people are good at being the voice and some people are not. And that's just not me. So when you say like Kamala, is it Kamala Harris? Yeah. She might not even want to be the token black person. She just want to run for fucking president. Mm-hmm. She want to make sure that we good. You know what I mean? But not to put her up there and be like she pro-black so she can't have a fucking white husband. Mm-hmm. She's like, who the fuck promoted me to pro-black?
I'm pro-black now? Reading the newspaper. How the fuck I become
pro-black? Whoa, black community. I'm
all right, you know what?
Everything.
I love the response. I like what you just said.
It just makes sense. I don't want to be the token black person.
Yeah, I've never, like, all right, when it comes to someone of this magnitude, when it comes to a senator, DA, district attorney, I've never been one to beat down, and one of like the new, not a new voice, but a voice that's really showing back up on the scene. Like as far as Killer Mike, like he's really against that.
Right.
And I take Killer Mike, even though the fucking name like just will throw you off if you don't know him. Intelligent, fucking articulate black brother. He despises that.
Right.
As far as marrying outside of your community, especially if you want to have a voice.
So do Omar Johnson.
Yeah.
Omar Johnson.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we ain't heard from that nigga since we found out that nigga wasn't really building no school.
And
that nigga really pro-black. He took all the black money. That nigga no
yeah,
answers.
they'll take the black money. They will take that. In my opinion, I don't think that you should. I mean, who you love is who you love. If you are pro-black, I don't think that. Well, I do think that you will know who you're dealing with, especially if they're outside of your race. I don't think you'll marry a racist and say, I'm pro-black. We'll talk about black people behind their backs, because even though there might be some fucked up people out here who fucking have that mindset, people have all types of mindsets that we don't fucking agree with. But in my opinion, I think male or female, if you have an agenda and you're strong and you stand strong behind it, I think you can preach that message. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you'll know who to choose. Black or white, Asian, who the fuck ever. I don't think that you would choose the wrong person unless you were just fraudulent to begin with. And I think that will fucking come out in time, especially if you run for public office, because if you do that, especially the highest office in the fucking country, we're going to find out about it. We're going to find out about every little thing that you fucking done, because we know your fucking opponent is going to pay, and we're going to see those fucking 60-second presidential ads and say every fucking thing that you're doing wrong.
Exactly.
So.
Because they coming, bitch.
Yeah, long story short, I can't put you in the pro-black category. I did it first, but some of my Facebook friends opened my eyes and were like, okay, just because she's black doesn't mean she's pro-black. Not saying that she's not, but because I don't have the information, I'm just going to say that I don't think you should not value the word or the movement of a pro-black person because they're married to a white person. Because we don't know them. We don't know that person. We're trying to get to know you.
Yeah. Well, niggas kill me.
Oh, shit.
I just find it funny, and I'm not saying this for everybody because some people do. I just find it funny how we'll scream like, this person isn't pro-black or they're not for us. And we'll go take our money and shop at like Macy's or JCPenney's. And there are black-owned stores that sell clothes that we don't even shop at. I find it funny how we say, this person should be for all black people. This is what they should do. And we don't even support black banks or black business. But we quick to point somebody else. They married to a white man and you giving your money to one. So it's just, that's funny to me. But anyway, I just had to say that part because I think sometimes we do so well with checking other people that we don't check ourselves. Major problem. However, is the white person that she's with or anybody that they're with, well, when you got with this person, did you get with this person out of love or did you get with them because you like, I'm tired of dating black people, whether it be women or men? It's only a problem when you dish your people and choose somebody else because and your reasoning is to diss your people. That's totally different. I have no respect for anybody like that, and I don't give a fuck what your reason is. You can say whatever it is, including I can't think of his name, and I like him, Childish Gambino, including that. Whatever, you did that shit because you liked somebody, and you fell in love with that person. Don't blame it on everybody, because I'm pretty sure there were people that wanted to talk to you that you probably looked past too. So let's just be real about that.
I don't think he blamed it on people.
He said that there were not a lot of black women that were attracted to him at the time. But let's be honest, in life sometimes there are people that may be attracted to you, but you not being attracted to them. So it's kind of like...
But he didn't say he wasn't attracted to black women. He said they weren't attracted to him.
What I'm saying is not just black people in general. I'm saying you could say, like later on in life, you could say, oh, when I was younger, no black woman liked me, right?
Right.
And black women could have came out and been like, no, I did. I tried to talk to you. And they may not have been the most attractive.
I got turned down by so many people because I was like skinny to make no sense. I kid you not.
But you
this chick literally was like, I like you, but I don't fuck with light skin.
But you
said, what?
But how
Damn, you couldn't wait till I got home?
Nothing.
But
man.
how many
They called
females
me?
did you turn down that liked you and you were not attracted to them?
I'm because they was black or light skinned.
Just no, you just
That's-
were not.
that's
what
the
I'm
racist
saying
part.
is you're just not attracted to them.
I'm saying but I didn't go off a race.
But that's okay. Get my point. My point is saying when you make statements like that, that's just like me saying, "Oh, I can't. None of these. No, I'm talking to white men because black men don't talk to me. Black men talk to me. It's just not the ones I want to talk to.
Then they ain't
That's
talking to you.
That's a big.
What the fuck they talking to?
But that's a big difference because your preference on looks or whatever you're attracted to, no one is talking to you, so you can't use that same.
How many chicks that you want? I mean, how many chicks that he actually wanted to talk to this nigga as a nerd? Like that's what he was. He was a nerd. Like ain't nobody was fucking with nerds or still fucking with nerds.
But you can't say that because there were other nerds who were fucking with nerds.
Yeah, they weren't fucking with him.
but you don't know that. That's just like Ron. How many times?
Damn.
Is
that a segue?
No, I was going to ask you
Goddamn
how many
nerd.
females. Don't act like you haven't had females that wanted to talk to you. You like, nah, I'm really not feeling you.
Yeah.
We all have. No one can say that. You just not attracted to the person. So you can't. So you wouldn't go and say, well, when I was like this, black women didn't want to talk to me. Now, motherfucker, the ones I wanted didn't want to talk to me. These other people was hollering at me.
Everybody
I agree with that part.
Everybody we know, we put it in a majority group. So, of course, it wasn't everybody, but it was a majority of motherfuckers that weren't fucking with it.
Yeah.
That's what we do with everything.
But you got to be careful.
So
I agree with that.
we ain't gonna point.
But no, but you got to
out.
be careful when you do that. And in that case, you say, I fell in love with this motherfucker
That's
right
what he
here.
said.
And I like, but without putting that.
No,
shit.
Charlamagne had asked him questions like, "Why you don't fuck with black women, or why you haven't had a black woman?" He was like, "It's not that I don't like them. I love black women. They don't fuck with me."
See, this is what I'm saying.
But why would I say that? Like, white women don't fuck with me neither.
But what I'm saying.
Do white women fuck with you, Ryan?
No, not the real one.
Right.
Not the ones you
real
like.
white. No, white women as opposed
The
not the
white
hood.
women with the black hairstyles.
Right, nah, them bitches don't count. We talking about,
I'm about to say
Becky
they
ass
don't
that got
count.
some fucking money. She don't fuck with me.
Have you approached
Exactly.
Becky ass
Oh,
with
I
money?
done approached with a whole bunch of white women. They
Well,
don't
they-
fuck with
well,
me.
they-
I'm not. Do you know what they like? They like a dark skinned African nigga, man.
Well, they think you white anyway.
Yeah, they
so
think I'm
that's
too
probably
light.
why-
They like,
that's probably why they ain't.
nigga, you ain't nigga enough.
This
Anyway,
nigga too close. We ain't gonna stand out in public.
like
Dad is not gonna be
like
mad
I
about
said,
this.
I'm cool as long as you don't put everybody in the category as saying, oh, no one, this person, none. Shut the fuck up. You liked whoever the fuck you liked. Either you liked whoever you liked, or you dissing some shit. So you got to pick which one. You got to pick a line, pick a side. It may be hard, but you got to pick one. So if in that case, if she's saying shit, I fell in love with somebody and I liked him and I wanted to be with him. Like, should I not be happy because this person's not black? Fuck no, because these other people gonna go out and be happy and say, fuck you, girl, after you finish doing your damn job. You the one who gotta go home and be happy, raise kids and shit. You might as well do it with somebody that you happy with and that you like.
If I'm a black dude and I'm out and about and I'm trying to holler at black chicks and they just not fucking with me, right? And then I go holler at some Asian bitches and they just like, nigga, we just love you. Like, we just love everything about you. Like, they just throwing themselves at you. When you ask a motherfucker like, why you only fucking with Asians? You don't fuck with black women. Cause they was not fucking with me. But these Asian bitches, they love a nigga overseas. You know what I mean?
But
it's not like it wasn't my preference. I tried the shit. But
you know
when I went
what?
over here to the Asian community, they fucking like me.
But I'm pretty sure when somebody says that, not every Asian woman wanted to talk to you.
No, but I'm saying like the
I'm
culture.
saying in general. I'm saying in general too. I'm saying
But it felt like it.
And then you got and then you have to look at it like this too. Why do they like you?
Maybe because they like I'm a nerd.
Why do they like you? I mean,
If I'm in the Dragon Ball Z and anime and I go over to Japan and them bitches in Dragon Ball Z and anime, we probably gonna fuck around. Yeah. But if I go over here and you not in them, if you not in, majority of you in the hood where I grow up or not in anime or Dragon Ball Z, we probably don't have a lot of shit in common.
That's because you in the hood though.
But I'm saying, like, do I supposed to search every place to find me a good one?
I mean, online.
I'm just saying, I just fell into some
Asian pussy. Listen, the World Wide Web brings a lot of opportunities for you.
We got to end it on that part. She brought back the
World Wide Web.
If you just all you have to do is just log on, and you don't even have to download the AOL disc.
That's crazy.
That's it. That's it. Anyway, crazy. No, I feel like that. I know some people who feel like you have to marry black, and some of their reasonings it's crazy because some I'd be like, yeah, that shit make a lot of sense. That shit make a lot of sense. But then I don't want to tell a person. I don't think it's fair to tell a person, well, you should be unhappy until you find that one specific black person that you need to be happy with.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's bullshit. I think life is too short. I think if somebody makes you happy, that's exactly what you should do at the same time without turning your back on your people. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Mm-hmm. You can be Asian. Don't turn your back on your culture. Mm-hmm. Shit, just embrace others. But still, support your people. Black people, still support your people. Mm-hmm. If who you talking to start talking crazy, you got to pick a side.
Man, you know what? I think as far as this topic on a future show, we need to have maybe another female point of view. As far as like black people, black men, as far as relating to black women, and as far as like how we like of the dating scene, everything, because I won't go all the way into it because I do want this to be a show. I do think for some reason we're the only race that have so many issues as far as to why we're not always together. Even though you see white women with a token black man, but most of their race, like a lot of them don't go outside of it. As soon as we get frustrated, we start talking about that. I'm about to date me a white man. I'm about to date me a white woman.
We have to bring this up, yeah.
We have to talk about this.
Okay, we'll you know what we should do?
God damn.
You know what we should do? We should get a person who's like pro-black and just not with interracial dating, and we should get someone who is. Yeah. That would be dope.
We have to, because there's a lot of things, and we should have got back together. We should have got back on this to where, like, look, we building up our black families, because our black families have been torn down for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like, I was jealous of the kids who grew up in two-parent households. Like, damn, your mama and your daddy still together. Mm-hmm. They married? They got married, nigga? Right. You know what I mean?
Is it like a ring?
You gotta, hold on. I'm about to go over to Johnny's house and see. This nigga said his mama got a ring on.
That nigga lied.
Nigga, that's a pinky ring. That ain't real. Hey, y'all, this has been a great show. We're going to have some real interesting shit coming up in the future. That shit coming soon.
Welcome back to us.
What up?
Yeah, we had all three of us on the show for the first time in like 6 months.
We had a vacation.
Everybody was on vacation except me.
We needed all that.
So in a future show within the next maybe month, I might not be going nowhere. I'm gonna turn this shit on. They just gonna be here doing it, and I'm just gonna tell y'all that I was in St. Louis. And we holler at y'all later.
Later.
To the next time.